YouTube, subscribe to this video. YouTube, subscribe right now. Stop what you're doing and subscribe. That's all I want. That's all we need. Just subscribe. Woo-hoo. What's up, Facebook? I hope y'all are having a good morning. Guess what? Tomorrow's Curt's birthday. Happy early birthday to you, Curt. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. 20 plus 10 is going to be a great year.
The big 20 plus 10. I can't believe you made it this far. I am really excited about the show today. I'm excited that your birthday fundraiser with Chef's Table Charities, the KHEA, we're teaming up with Chef's Table to be able to raise some money.
$1,000
for Children's Oasis Foundation, the Oasis Education Program. So go check that out. Make sure you donate some money. The goal is $500. Get $500. We're going to get that sent over to the Oasis Education Program. If you're not familiar with that Oasis Education Program, they're in Dickinson, Texas, and they are a school that is specifically for kids on the autism spectrum. And they're doing awesome things. They just opened up. We were there for the first day. It was fun. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now, it's 8:41. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we're going to have a lot of fun today. We are going to be talking about a little bit of everything. And Curt's birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah, we're doing some help for that birthday project. You have to go and visit our social media site, Facebook, and you can actually learn a little bit more about what we're doing to help people in the community.
Yeah, we love to give back whenever possible. We love to tell people stories, have them tell us what they have going on. And so we have done a lot of stuff and as much as we can, but we have Children's Oasis Foundation that we're teaming up with. We kind of did some spotlighting on them whenever they opened up, and we want to continue this going because as far as I know, there is not another program like that in our area, in our community, that's doing what they're doing.
Yeah, helping out autistic children's kind of get acclimated to the education environment. So they have things like a sensory room where the students can go in and they have things like lights. It's a cool light. There's like some toys that they can use that helps them with their sensory skills. And so if you go to our Facebook page, you'll look and see that one of the things that they're looking for is more lights in their sensory room that will help the students kind of relax and enjoy and kind of just have their sensors, heightened, I guess.
Yeah, that is Ashley Gillespie. She is the founder of that program, and Cody is the person who kind of puts the curriculum together. She's been teaching for a long time, and they've both made a lot of sacrifices to be able to launch this in our community, helping children and families that have kids that are in some spectrum of the dealing with autism. And this is something really cool in the community that we want to kind of shine some light on and be able to help in every way that we can. Right now it's 8:43. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. We have two guests, maybe even more. I don't know. People show up sometimes and we just say, come on in, let's talk. What do you got going on? We're going to have Darcy, who used to be at the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce, but now she is working for the city of Texas City. We're going to have Darcy in. We are going to be talking about some events that Texas City has coming up. We're going to be learning about everything going on. I am excited for a couple of these events. We had a meeting with her and the other day. It was good. It was great.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago, but they're having an art walk on Saturday night in downtown Texas City, which is 6th Street. If you haven't been to 6th Street, you are missing out. It has really changed a lot over the last even 2 years. And so you can go and just check out all the cool artwork. There's going to be, I think, Hey Mikey's is going to be open where you can stop in and get some ice cream. There's just going to be a big old celebration. And so we're really excited to sit down with Darcy to talk everything City of Texas City, Texas City, Texas, whatever you want. We're going to be talking about it, including the art walk.
She's going to be here at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
I'm excited. It's 8:44. And I'm counting down the seconds now and the minutes. So last time Darcy was in, she was with the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce, and we still are a member of that Chamber of Commerce, and we're still trying to figure out all the benefits and the meetings and all that stuff, and we need to take advantage of that. Maybe Darcy can give us some more information, because it's not like she forgot it just because she stopped working for the Chamber, right?
Right.
She'd be able to still hopefully give us some direction. We'll have to get down there one day.
It's just down the road.
Literally down the street. We stopped in when I got a flat tire one day and met Darcy.
That was the first time we met Darcy. And it's created a wonderful, wonderful friendship with KHEA Radio. And now just all of Texas City, basically, because she went from one organization to the other.
So what's everybody up to today? If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you're watching on Facebook Live, thank you all for hanging out. Go ahead and share this video out. Hit the like button. Let us know what you have going on today. It is Thursday. Yesterday was awesome. Today is going to be even better. We have a busy day full of guests. We have a busy day full of going out into the community. I know that we are scheduled to go to 2 places. Can you kind of let me know what those places are?
We're scheduled to go to Pyorgi Queen.
That's not how you say it.
I am not saying that.
You want me to, you know what?
You're better at saying it than I am.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start over. We're going to a couple places today, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you about those places. Number one is Pierogi Queen. That's in Leak City in KHEA Plaza over there, 2047 FM 518 West. Go check them out. They're next to Bonnie's Donuts and Algar's Premier Martial Arts. It's Polish food.
Delicious Polish food.
Yeah, I've had Polish food 2 times now, and I'm going back again today. We're going to be doing some video stuff, and this will be my 3rd time, but I think I might be hooked.
My mom's coming too.
I'm excited about that.
I'm excited because I don't think she's ever had Polish food, and beet soup is going to be delicious.
You know what? I'm hoping they have the pickle soup that they were talking about. Last time we went in, it wasn't on the menu. But they were like, you got to try pickle. I was like, I love pickles. Let's go. Do you think this will be your mom's first time to eat anything like besides like corn in Nebraska? Because in Nebraska, I think that we've talked about this before. Maybe the Mexican food, they don't have Tex-Mex in Nebraska. If they do, it's a weird version of it. But we'll be finding out. We're going to be at Pierogi Queen later. Then we're going to be going and checking out a collision center that's opening. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break. This is Kickstart. Coming up next is Planet Shakers on 99.5. Stay tuned. Make sure that you share this video out if you're watching on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're on YouTube. If you're listening over the air, stay dialed in. Maybe even call a friend. Tell them, hey, turn on 99.5 FM. You can stream us at khearadio.com from anywhere in the world. Literally anywhere. Let us know if you find somewhere where you can't stream us. We'll get it fixed. This is Planet Shakers on khearadio.com.
Having to read cursive on a Post-it.
Kurt, you two, when are y'all gonna
really hard.
What's going on with you two?
Really
passing notes in class. So we had Miss Joanne. What did it say?
It said, what time was Darcy coming in?
Okay.
9.
Did somebody call and ask?
I guess.
I wonder if Darcy's like, hey, what time am I supposed to come in?
But she didn't call the radio station number.
Does that hurt? How does that make you feel?
I want them calling the radio station.
How did they even get that office number?
704-1806. 346. Let me say it again. 346-704-1806.
Can you say the restaurant we're going to again?
Peoria. That was awful.
Yeah,
Pierogi Queen.
You're gonna mess me up on how to say it.
I'm trying to.
Like
Pierogi.
Cheese.
Cheese Queen. Oh, that would be a great restaurant.
Check it out. We are doing a thing where for Kurt's birthday, raising money for Children's Oasis Education for a school, the Oasis Education Program. This is for kids that are on the autism spectrum, local kids, local families, and they have a place to go that specializes in teaching them. It's really cool. We're excited to be able to do that. So if you have not seen the link, make sure that you go hit the link. There's a GoFundMe link. We're trying to raise $500. That's the goal. I think we can surpass that just because I know how generous our listeners are. I know how awesome the people in this community are. You know what? If you cannot financially support it, hey, we understand. But if you wouldn't mind like sharing out that video, you never know. Like the power of social media I think we're still like fully trying to understand like how everything works. But even like one click, because you never know. There's somebody on your friends list or somebody who's going to see it that is going to be able to help. There's you just get it in front of the right person, and it doesn't matter. Like whenever Mark Zuckerberg's like, hey, I want to buy an entire new building for the Oasis education program, or make sure that they have everything they need. You never know. So go ahead and share that out, that video. Make a donation if you can, even if it's, seriously like $5, $10, $50, $100. If you want to do the whole $500, if you're a business and that this is something you would like to get behind, kids in our community, education for our community, and families in our community that need that can use this. So let us know. If you want to do $1,000, we'll probably let you come in and shave Curt's head.
Dang,
right?
Yeah. If you donated $1,000 right now to go, I will let you come in tomorrow and shave my head on my birthday.
$1,000, like, huh?
$1,000.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. Hey, if anybody wants to donate, let us know. We'll help you to walk you through that. What's up, Donna? We're gonna be talking iCryo today too. Is Libby coming in? Who's coming in for my cryo?
The owner.
The owner.
Libby is not coming in. Libby is on.
What? No, Libby.
No, Libby.
I quit.
I think Donna needs to come in instead of Libby.
Donna, come in.
No, Libby and her husband are out in Destin for their 1-year wedding anniversary.
Well, congratulations,
Kyle
guys.
will be in today.
Kyle's gonna come hang out with us. He's from iCryo in League City.
They're at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Darcy's coming in at 9.
Do we know Darcy's last name? Have we figured that out?
It's I think it's like Valenzuela or something like that.
It starts with a V. I remember it starts with a V.
We'll have to ask, because that could be wrong. So right now we're talking about everything. Yesterday we had the mayor of League City in. We had the opportunity to sit down with Mayor Pat Hallisey. He was a nice guy. I enjoyed having the opportunity to meet him. And
Can we talk about the comments?
Oh wait, Libby's in Vegas. Libby is not in Destin, Florida. Curt, quit spreading fake news. This is what people are upset about. This is what the people that were commenting yesterday.
The fake news?
Not fake news. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yesterday,
no, she says I-10 East is closing tomorrow, and my husband and I are driving to Destin for our 1-year wedding anniversary. So we have to leave tonight now instead of tomorrow.
Maybe she was lying to you.
Or maybe she was lying to Donna.
Why would she lie to Donna?
Because everyone would lie to... Oh, wait. Not everyone would lie to Donna.
Wow.
Wow.
That's messed up. Curt, you're wrong. So we're going to have Kyle in for iCryo. 10 o'clock. We're looking forward to hanging out at iCryo and seeing what they have going on. I want to see how cold the machine can get and what Curt can handle. Like those machines get to like negative 50 degrees or something ridiculous like that. That's true. Chef Mary Bass says, why are you trying to get Libby caught? Curt, why are you trying to get Libby caught? If Donna says she's in Vegas, as far as I'm concerned, Libby's in Vegas. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Well, don't tell
I'm not asking Kyle. Hopefully Kyle's not watching. Shout out to iCryo and Kyle. Is this one of those things? Maybe you tell your family that you're going, one professionally, they want to be somewhere. Like they want someone to say on the radio, hey, I'm over here. But real life, they tell their friends like, hey, this is where I'm going to go, but I don't want to spread out all over social media and the radio. So
I feel bad for Libby.
Tag Libby.
I maybe put her in a tough position. I'm just going by what was said to the public radio station, KHEA radio. It wasn't just texted to me. It was texted to the Google Voice.
Which means it was also texted to me. That's the only thing that
texted to Gardy. That's more than one person.
It's 2. Yeah.
It's 2. So if you're hiding something, know that we are always watching.
Yeah.
KHEA radio. Not only are we the station that makes everyone a winner.
You're a winner.
But nobody knows who we are.
That's true.
We also call you out on your bluffs.
Oof.
That's a long tagline.
Sometimes it happens. Someone had asked us, like, what's the name of your station? So, you have like 94.5 The Buzz. You have 97.9 the Box. And now you'd have 99.5 the Taco. Like, what would we be? I wish our call letters were TACO. That was a comment I left on one of our things. Taco? You listen to TACO 99.5 FM Taco Radio.
Taco Radio.
Taco. We can talk about it, right? We talk about it a little bit about food. We talk a little bit about Pierogi Queen, about Kurt's birthday. He's going to turn 20 plus 10. That's what he's standing by.
We're the better Taco Bell.
That's what you came up with right there.
Because whenever you think of taco, I think of Taco Bell.
Okay.
If we were the taco, do you think Taco John's would be more apt to returning our phone calls?
Yeah. Call him now. Tell him it's your birthday. Your birthday's tomorrow. We should call your mom. Kurt's mom's in his apartment. Kurt's mom's in town. How does that go? Oh, thank goodness. Whew. I thought you almost pulled a Kurt. If you want to know what pulling a Kurt is, it's whenever you take like a container of drink or liquid and you spill it over the most expensive thing in reach. Like, hey, what's the most expensive thing here? Like, and then he just pours it all over it. And if that's not enough, he's like, oh, here's another one. Let me just pour it all over here. This mic, this is probably about, like a $1,500 setup.
That's when I drink now without the container open, it's always on the floor.
Kurt would be the big cheese. Chef Mary's throwing out some good ideas.
I see that.
If you were Taco Radio, can Kurt be the big cheese? I feel like he would be.
I would be. Oh, I would have to get a cheese costume. I wonder if they make
cheese. Them. The big corn knee cheese.
I wish
cheese corn.
See, when we get the mobile camera, I want to have like the replay option where we can replay. Because if I sat it there and then it played onto you, then you would just be like, see that look. What's up, Darcy? Hi, Darcy.
Hey.
Miss Joanne.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
You're going to be in that chair. You get the better mic.
Darcy's here. Yeah.
Do I still get to call my mom while she's in bed?
Yes.
I don't want to.
Here, will you talk, Kurt, so I can get your check?
Yeah, I was going to call my mom.
So Kurt's mom's in town.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm. She lives in Kurt's from Nebraska, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his mom lives in Nebraska. So she's in town.
Yep,
we're excited about it.
Tomorrow she's going to be on the radio.
Cool.
If she can wake up in time.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that she's awake. She's like, so you guys are going to do it in the afternoon? I'm like, no, Mom.
It's a morning show.
It's a morning show.
We can't pre-record it.
We could. No, that's not fun.
We could do it this afternoon. And then just like
But how would Facebook see it?
Premiere it.
At 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, 8:30.
It's a mosquito.
Dang,
or
you really missed it.
Darcy, we were trying to remember your last name. Is it Valenzuela?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Good job.
That's what I thought.
I said it.
He's like, I knew it started with a V. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not attempt to say it.
Venezuela, so
I try to say Pierogi Queen.
It's Pierogi Queen. Have you ever heard of a restaurant called Pierogi Queen?
No.
It's in Leak City.
Okay.
Have you ever had Polish food?
No, I haven't.
Neither had we.
Was it good?
Beet
Yes.
So
soup.
go check it out.
Oh yes,
You
for
should
sure.
go check it
Soup?
out. If you're willing to try new things.
Okay.
I don't like beets, but I
Yeah.
liked beet soup.
No.
It was good.
Interesting. I'm not
Yep.
a fan of beets, but I do love soup.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Do you like pho?
Yes.
Have
Yeah.
you been to
Full Bon Me
Bistro and Grill? So it's
Where's
in Leak
that at?
City
Okay.
off of 646. Are you familiar with where 888 is?
Yes.
Okay. So behind that, there used to be a Mexican restaurant that's not there anymore called Don Julio's.
Uh-huh.
Don
Yeah, I
Julio's.
remember them.
Mm-hmm. They were, okay. Well, they're not there anymore. So there's a new restaurant there, and that's what it is. And it's a big spot in there, and it's
Yeah.
awesome.
To go check it out.
You should.
Full Bon Me.
Pho Bon Mi.
I was
Just
trying to
pho?
say it, and I started with like Bon Fa, and I was like, no, me Fa. And
Sound like you're like do re mi fa.
And my mom's
sol,
like,
la.
is that really how long their restaurant name is? And I was like, no. It's just Fa bond me. And she's like, oh, you had like 20 different words.
So what's been going on?
Are we on like right now? Right now?
We're
Are we
on Facebook.
We're on Facebook.
Okay. We just left an art walk meeting. That's why I was like, is it time? Am I going? Are we? Yeah. So,
We'll probably play another song and then we'll go on over the FM. But just
okay.
Yeah.
It's a good little meeting. We have more than 20 vendors who are going to be there. So it's going to be great.
It's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday.
Is it gonna rain?
We don't know. We're doing our anti-rain dance to
Good.
stop all that.
Good.
If it does rain, Food Truck Friday is on 6th Street. It's October 5th. So we're thinking we might reschedule it to do it that night. So they'll still,
Okay.
you can still get your art and everything.
How often do they do the food truck? Is it every Friday?
It was,
Okay.
but now they have changed it to just do it once a month, and it's going to be the first Friday. So
Sweet.
October 5th is the next one.
What are some? So we know, I guess there's Bronco Burritos,
Mhm.
Texas City, because we saw them.
Yes.
What other trucks are sometimes out there?
They vary. It changes every month, but I
Okay.
know that there's like a good snow cone place that comes out, and Chef Jimmy Graves. He's kind of well known in Texas City.
Mhm.
He's just now he's possibly going to get a food truck. of
That's
his
cool.
own.
Food Truck Fridays. What
Food
is
truck
that?
Friday.
The first Friday in October, over on 6th. Every first Friday.
Yes.
Is that what you're asking?
I love this. What kind of food trucks are going to be there?
Oh my god!
We
Whenever
just-
Kurt types
I'm
something on the
trying to,
computer, this happens a lot more than I would like it to. Like every day it happens, and I'm like, Kurt,
I
you're
can't
literally having the
multitask.
exact same
Yeah.
conversation that I just had. But to be fair,
But there's burritos.
to be
There's
fair.
burritos outside.
Oh, Robert has Bronco burritos.
I'm going to go get burritos. I'll be right back.
Bring Robert, bring him in. So
the conversation with Dorothy.
I can do that.
They're delicious.
Yeah. So, dude. So Bronco burritos. There's one in Galveston,
Mhm.
and it's been there forever.
Yes.
And then,
And it's
how long
pretty
has the
popular.
food truck been around in Texas City?
That one in Texas City. That's a good question. I don't.
How long will? Because you, Robert,
Wow,
what's
he
up?
wasn't lying. He for real.
Hey, can we get a picture with Robert real quick?
Yay!
Here, we got to Kurt take a picture.
Thank you. Holy moly!
Look at these. Oh, I love them.
Here, I'll
Right.
here. I'm gonna get a picture. Kurt,
Do
where's
you
your
want
phone?
one?
Right here.
Did I take your breakfast?
No,
Okay.
Yes, it's yours.
I didn't even know you had a guest.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be great.
Kurt's real bad.
Woohoo! Burrito.
Cheese.
Thank you, Darcy.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
You're
Robert.
welcome, man. Enjoy y'all's breakfast. Welcome.
Shout out to Robert. This is a big old burrito,
This-
Bronco burrito.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's
I'm sorry about
hefty.
this.
I know.
All right.
Sauce. I don't know. The sauce looks good too.
I think I might hold off. I might wait so I don't see all this while I eat.
No, that's the best part.
That's the best part?
That's what makes
the
us
best part. We got it.
Makes
big
All
it
right.
good.
Sorry, viewers.
Yeah. So let's see, Art Walk Saturday, and
Yes.
then they also rescheduled, which I was kind of excited about the
Old Smoky.
Old Smoky
Mhm.
Cook-Off.
Yes.
So we were talking to Paloma. She's one of the librarians at Moore Memorial,
Mhm.
and we were telling her about that. And then there were some people that were interested, like, hey. And I think is the entry fee $100?
It is.
Okay.
But you get your own smoky.
They give you your
Your own
little
old
smoke-
smoky grill with it. So.
which those are. I
don't know
had
how much
one
they
before,
cost, but
and they cost. That's about close to what they cost.
yeah, like isn't it like 70 or 80 maybe? Mm.
Kurt, you look so excited.
This is good.
So this is
I'm tagging Bronco burrito.
yeah.
It is delicious. Isn't that one of the food trucks that we tried to get for our
Well,
thing?
yeah. They asked, well, what are you wanting? And I was like, I told you I was gonna take a screenshot. Remember?
Oh
And you were like, don't do that. So we're having an event. That's why I was hoping. I was like, I hope it's not every Friday because we have an event on October 26th. It's a Friday
Mhm.
that we are going to be looking for food trucks.
Bronco burrito.
That'll be fun.
Should I tag the one with 4,000 likes? Texas City. It's a Texas City show today.
Texas City.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. We'll go on in a minute.
My mouth still might be full, so just heads up.
You're gonna take a bite like right before
Oh yeah.
it's time to go on.
Burritos.
So Kurt's birthday's tomorrow.
Yay! Oh, that's why your mom's visiting.
Yes.
20
Yeah, nice.
He's turning the big 20 plus 10. He's
The-
really excited
Big
about it.
3-0.
No, it's not the 3-0. It's
2 plus
20
1.
plus 10.
Mm.
But we're doing a fundraiser
Dirty
for
30.
Children's Oasis Foundation in Dickinson. So if you want to donate, if you're watching right now on Facebook, then you can actually donate to Children's Oasis Foundation on behalf of my birthday. So, and that's in partnership with Chef Table's Charities.
I'm donating. I haven't donated yet.
If we get to 1,000, then I'll shave my head.
I'm contemplating donating
Wow.
1,000 myself so I can do it. I just want him to shave. That's why I said, does that count? Can we shave your... Good morning. You're listening to KCA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have a special guest in studio. She's back. She is back. We have Darcy from the city of Texas City now in studio. Darcy, what's up?
Good morning, everyone.
Thanks for coming in today. It's always, I know, a task. It's always like, it's pretty hard in here, isn't it?
No, it's so easy and fun.
Good. So last time you came in, you were working like with the city and doing stuff, but you had a different position kind of with a different organization, right?
Yes, the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce. And then I got hired on with the city of Texas City as their new marketing coordinator.
That's
So,
awesome.
Quite a change, but it's been wonderful.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool because one day I guess we got an email and it was from you saying like, hey guys, I'm not with there anymore.
Bye.
But it was
Yeah.
like a courteous thing, you know, because usually people don't do that. And that was kind of cool. So we're like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But we need to get back over to the chamber.
You should.
Who's the person that we would be talking to?
There's a new girl there, and her name's Kayla. And
Okay.
I think she'd be wonderful on the radio show, to be honest with you. Or you could give the vice president, Derek Duckett, a hard time and get him on the show.
We want them both.
Get them both in at the same time. But
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be good as Darcy. Come on.
What do you-
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
we
But-
don't know.
So now you're with the city of Texas City,
Mhm.
and you are the marketing coordinator.
Yes.
So that's cool. So what all does the city of Texas City have going on? We had a meeting with you the other day,
Mhm.
and there seems like there's a lot going on. But what's coming up next?
So next is actually this Saturday. It's the Art Walk on 6th Street, September 22nd. It's from 5 to 9 p.m. And we have more than 25 art vendors that are going to be out there, food trucks, all the fabulous boutique shops are going to be open on 6th. So it's going to be a good family night. And it's free for the public to attend. If you're interested in being a vendor, it's only $10 to get a spot. And
What? That's
yeah.
really good.
super cheap.
So like
So-
you can have, like you said, art or like boutique stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I noticed the other day? Have you been to Baybrick Mall recently?
Yes. Well,
It
this
was-
weekend.
It was okay. It was on a weekend that I didn't go this weekend, maybe last. But like ever since they build the outside part, I've noticed that on the inside, there's legit vendors, like straight up vendors selling, you know, like Scentsy, selling like their boutique items, selling, I don't know, like LuLaRoe. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's kind of new from what I
Yeah.
noticed. But like it's like a vendor thing because people like to shop from local people that they know. And they fall in love with brands and they find something that works. So that would be a good place for somebody to look into that Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday.
Okay. And it's $10 for a table?
If you wanted to be a vendor. Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like at the mall, they probably charge. I don't know what they charge.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It'd be way more at the mall. Come
Yeah.
out to 6th Street.
Yeah, it seems like it makes sense.
Are you going to bring your stuff, Gardy?
I might.
It's a
Are
good
you
thing.
I'm
an
selling taco
artiste?
pinatas. I make no, I don't make these. No, so me and my wife, we have something called Del Tigre, and so we do a little bit of everything. But yeah, that'd be something to look into.
Y'all should come out.
$10.
Man. Yeah.
I'll have to bring my Kurt
Mhm.
and my kids and my product. Why are you looking at me funny, Kurt?
You called me the Curt.
I've said my Kurt.
Oh,
Sometimes when we go to like lunch or we do something, I'm like, oh, if my family's, I'm like, this is my kids, this is my Kurt, you know, this is my wife.
Wow.
I had to try and keep him in line.
Lucky you, Kurt.
Can we talk
I know.
about the food? We're eating food, and I love food. And its burritos are sitting in front of
Not
us.
just any burritos.
Bronco burritos.
Bronco burritos.
Shout out to Texas City. Broncos
Massive.
burritos. What kind of food trucks are we expecting on Saturday night?
Well, Bronco
Friday.
Burrito is going to be out there.
Ooh.
So he's the only one I know of. I know there's a couple others, but he's the only one I really know of, which, I mean, come on. That's how you got to look at the screen.
I know.
This is amazing. And
Robert
what are the odds?
Villarreal from Telecom Services hooked it up.
Yeah.
So Robert, he does a bunch of cool stuff. You know, so I used to work for AT&T, and I would wire people's houses, and I wired my own house, and it's a pain, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And so a lot of the time people are like, hey, I need to hang a TV, or I need to move an electrical outlet, or I need to wire my house because I want to put a hard line here. And that's the kind of stuff Robert does. And he's really good at it. I've seen some of the pictures, and I've been following like the work that he does. So shout out to Robert, and shout out to Bronco Burritos in Texas City and in Galveston for feeding us this morning.
So tell us a little bit about have you seen any of the artwork or anything like that that's going to be on display on Saturday night?
I've seen a couple from the past art walks, and I mean, they have everything from like beach kind of art. There's a lot of signs that you could get, you know, if you had like a man cave or anything like that. There's going to be so much for everyone. And I know you just mentioned your kids. Hey Mikey's on 6th Street is an ice cream place, and they're going to have a kid zone in their area. So
Speaking of my kids, my Kurt really likes Hey,
Hey
Mikey's.
Mikey.
He's like the
Well,
biggest fan.
I had
Come
no
on out.
idea that Hey Mikey's was in Texas City on 6th Street until like 2 days ago. And someone's like, hey, they're also in Texas City. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Galveston place, right?
Yes. If you monitor our downtown Facebook page, he's got a like name of the day, and you could get a free ice cream if he has your name listed.
That's cool.
So,
You think they ever pick Gardy?
I could see.
Man, that'd be
I've never
nice.
seen Darcy, if it makes you feel any better.
That does make me feel a little bit better. I remember being a kid, and like you go on vacation, like you're in San Antonio, and there's
Yeah.
like the little racks, and they
Little
have.
cups and stuff with
Yeah.
your name. Yeah, I never had one either.
So my real name's Gerardo, and that's never on anything. Gardy wouldn't be on there either. So I'm sure Kurt was on everything. You're like, oh
no,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
Kurt with the C. It's never Kurt with
Oh,
the C. It's always with a K.
K.
And I always
Come
feel
on.
bad.
But you could like, if you really wanted to, you could like if it's a K,
Can
you could like, just like do the top and the bottom, and then it could be just be like a little
V, like a sideways
a
V.
sideways V. You can make it work.
Yeah.
Bert.
Yeah. Right now it is 9:12. You're listening to KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. We're eating Bronco burritos, hanging out with Darcy Valenzuela from the city of Texas City. She is in charge of all the marketing. She's in charge of getting the word out. She runs, I think she's running the show. Like the city of Texas City is probably, I mean, it's definitely in a better place because you're there to help them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's so nice.
What is the Facebook page for the downtown Texas City?
It's at the other 6th Street.
Oh, that's cool.
At-
Yeah.
The other
The
6th
other
Street.
6th Street.
We won't even name the city that the other one's in.
Awesome.
So the city of
Wait, what?
Wow. The city of Texas City, like 6th Street, I'm trying to imagine like back, I don't know what would be considered like the heyday, but I think like a long time ago, because there's like the theater and there's like some other cool stuff, but that's where like it happened, right? That was like where it went down, like in Texas City.
Yes.
And so is that what's trying to be recreated there?
Yes, we are definitely trying to revitalize that area and make it a place where families can come and enjoy. You can get some really good food. There's a lot of cafes that are over there. Rico's Cafe, Downtown Cafe, Campeche Coffee. I got a delicious strawberry and banana smoothie from them this morning. So, I mean, there's so much going on over there. Hey Mikey's, like we just mentioned. Urban Gypsies is a really cool boutique store. Carrot Creations, they got a lot of jewelry. If you're into antiquing, there's plenty of shops over there. So,
Yeah.
They-
Did you
they
hear
got a
that
little bit of
Carrot
everything.
Creations, Kurt? I've been to Carrot Creations before. It's a jewelry store.
Mhm.
A local jewelry store right there on 6th Street.
Let's not
Wait.
get on jewelry again. Why does it always come back to this?
No, we're talking about 6th Street. It's one of the things that's there. So the other thing with 6th Street, last time we were there for the firefighter games.
yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that was cool. And
I've seen all that.
we were able to help judge the part of the food, the cook-off competition. And so we're down with that. Next time that there's like anything that needs to be judged, we're very
available.
That's a good word. We're very, and if we're not, we can make.
We're
ourselves
very
available.
much available.
Okay.
What would you rate the burrito today, Gardy?
Okay. On
would
the
you-
presentation.
Let's judge this really fast.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because this is Texas City's finest. Texas City's finest. The
yes,
Bronco burrito.
Bronco burritos, Texas City.
Yes.
So on the presentation, I would have to give it a 10. The sauce, let me smell it. So it came with salsa. It has a nice smell. The taste is good. You know what? I'm gonna have to give it a 10. Easy. All around, up and down the board, a 10.
I like the sauce, but the addition of the sauce pushes it to like a 10.5 for me.
Wow.
I went above the 10. I don't usually go above 10.
You always have to try and outdo somebody.
A little bit, just for you.
Darcy, what do you give it?
A 10.6.
Whoa! She went up on
No.
one board.
Wow, that works. That's funny. So that event on Saturday, is the art walk. That's what we're kind of talking about. What is the next event that's coming up? Is there something else that's coming up that the city is putting on?
Yes. So we talked about Food Truck Friday a little bit, and that's October 5th. It's going to be the first Friday of every month from here on out. So got a lot of local food trucks coming out. They change every month. So, but as far as I know, Bronco Burrito is a staple for all of the Food Truck Fridays. And then we have lots of other vendors that'll come out. Cincy, like you had mentioned before, other things like that. I know one lady last time had like her own little cupcakes that she made.
That's cool.
Who doesn't love cupcakes?
I love cupcakes.
So, yeah. Then October 6th, the Saturday after, it's a Falling Tide event, which is a brand new event on 6th Street. And the gentleman who owns Rise Surf on 6th Street is like a surf shop, skateboard type shop. He's having this huge concert event. There's going to be lots of bands, lots of cool vendors that kind of cater to, you know, the more surfer dudes and things like that.
Like
and,
Kurt
Like Kurt.
imagines himself.
Yeah,
I look exactly like a surfer dude.
totally.
There was a photo shoot one time that's what the model called for. It's like, hey, we need someone like beachy vibes. And Kurt was like, you think I could do it? I was like, no, there's no way. He's like, no, I could. I'm like, no. They wanted like a California surfy opposite, not the Nebraska boy.
Give me some overalls and I'm good.
Yeah, if they need like a corn fed. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
That's so funny.
Wow. So
And then
and what else? I'm sorry. I
no,
interrupted
it's
you.
fine. The Old Smoky was postponed, but it's going to come back. So it's going to be October 13th.
That's cool. And what is that? So an Old Smoky, is that like it's a smoker, like a little pit grill?
Yeah.
And so
And-
is there a competition or what is it?
There's a wing round. I know there's like a something wrapped in bacon round. And
That's cool.
Yeah. There's another one that it's escaping my brain right now.
Yeah.
But all of the benefits go to the Shriners Corporation in Galveston and help all those kids up there.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all need judges, I'm just saying me and Kurt can make ourselves very available, and we are experts when it comes to eating food.
Trying
Easy.
to eat food. Trying.
Yeah. So no, but that's a cool idea. So it's an Old Smoky. There is a registration fee, but with your fee, you also get a
Old Smoky Grill.
Old Smoky grill. You get a ticket, and I'm guessing that's the one you have to use.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if people would bring in like a rigged Old Smoky if they were able to bring their own
I don't know.
to get that advantage, that edge in any way possible. Because
Yes.
anytime and we've talked to Arnold from the Texas Pit Stop, whenever you have a new smoker of some kind, you have to like break it in,
Break
like
in.
oil. And so,
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of like a skillet.
mhm.
You kind of have to break the skillet in to get all the good juices.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Mhm.
But that makes everybody on an even playing field whenever they have to use a new one.
Yeah.
Kurt, have you ever used an Old Smoky? Have you ever grilled like that? You know what I'm talking about?
It's just like smokes, right? And it's really tiny.
Well, I mean,
It can be tiny, right?
so it's silver and it looks like a can. It looks like the shape of like a barrel,
Yeah.
but it's silver and it says
Mhm.
Old Smoky on the side. But that's like a
And
very
you lift it
specific
up
brand.
and you can put the
Sure.
meats inside. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google one right now because I feel like you don't know what I'm talking about. Have
I
you ever
do.
have
I
you ever
have-
used one?
I have never used one because smoking is not really something that we do in Nebraska. Like we don't smoke meats. I don't know. It's weird.
How do y'all eat them? What do y'all do?
Yes, we don't have those
Yeah.
in Nebraska.
I'm shocked. What do y'all grill or like?
Yeah,
you
we
just-
grill. We grill like steaks. Like we
Okay.
grill steaks. We don't smoke steaks.
Well,
Can you smoke steaks?
you can smoke anything.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be good?
Probably.
Interesting. So it's like the smoke like builds in the flavor.
Sure. Yeah. And then usually whenever you smoke something, it depends on how you cook it, but you would want to like sear it either after or before. And then like with brisket, what they do is they cook it and then they wrap it. So that way it like cooks the outside and then you smoke it and it just gets like the secondhand heat and flavor to cook the rest.
So on October 13th, there's going to be like 30 or 40 of these, or how many?
Wings. They're cooking stuff wrapped in bacon. That's cool.
Uh-huh. And I think we have about 50 people signed up.
Wow.
Teams.
So there's going to be 50 of
Hopefully.
those lining 6th Street.
Yes.
That will be a sight to see.
Yeah. And
Well-
smell. It's going to be just
Oh.
so good in the air.
Please,
Mhm.
please don't
Mhm.
with the smell.
You just had an entire Bronco burrito and you're like still dreaming about food over there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's constant. Like
Never
I
stops.
dream about food. I think this is why I wake up in the middle of the night and like
Start
the
eating.
fridge is open. I'm like, why am I in my refrigerator at 2:00 in the morning?
Wow.
It's,
Right.
it's a problem.
Right now it's 9:20. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. We're talking to Darcy from the city of Texas City right now, letting us know about all the things coming up in Texas City. Looks like they have been very busy and it's not going to stop. So this Saturday, there's an art walk, 6th Street. Make sure you make that an event that you need to attend. Right now, we're going to take a look at the weather. This is the KHEA Radio Kickstart Weather Center, brought to you by Texas Chronicles, History, Mystery, and Adventure with Curtsy, the Cookie Dough, the Casper.
It's currently 84 degrees right now in Lamarck, Texas. 86 is going to be the high today. So it is going to be a nicer day today. 7:17 is your sunset. Your sunrise tomorrow morning is at 7:06. If you're headed to work in the morning, make sure that you grab a jacket or an umbrella because there is a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. 86 Friday, 82 Saturday.
Real radio.
9.5 FM.
Cool. That's neat.
Awesome.
Sometimes I wish I had my own radio show.
You could.
Sometimes.
You could technically have your own radio show.
What would you call it?
See, we're
My nickname in high school was Darcizzle.
Darcy.
Darcizzle.
That would
Yeah.
I
be your
am
DJ
now
name?
on calling you Darcizzle. That is
Or-
your new
Or
name.
D Money, but I don't know where that one came from.
D-Money.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We had a friend we called
You
D-Money.
could be the
So
it'd
many
be D Money
possibilities.
Darcizzle the show.
Yeah.
I like it. That's funny.
Darcizzle.
Darcizzle.
There is a cool event coming up, though. Don't let me forget. It's called Touch a Truck, and it's October 27th. So I was working up through the dates.
Okay.
But it's huge, and we get a lot of out-of-town people who come to it, and it's a free event. If you have young kids, they can climb over any kind of truck or big car or things like that.
Yeah.
There's going to be fire trucks. There's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be ambulances, but
Yeah.
we're working really hard to get a tank.
That's cool.
HEB has this big like hot rod car that has
Shopping cart.
see if you could yeah
Yeah, I see him.
look up Touch a Truck
It's-
and
Touch a truck.
on I know it's on Facebook. I don't know if you
And model train show?
yes
Yeah?
yeah
In Virginia?
No. this-
Yeah, you gotta-
Virginia?
you got to travel.
no, this one is awesome.
I didn't
Yeah. Look at-
I want to go touch a school bus.
Cranes are out there. I mean, and kids can climb all over it. You know, most of the time they're like, you can't touch this. You stay away from
I
that.
want to
But
find my drone like all through there. Like weave.
please
Oh, that's-
do.
Awesome.
to weave through it.
Just weave through.
crap.
I think
it.
if you scroll down the page, because I know he's been posting stuff about the HEB shopping cart like hot rod thing.
Have you seen that before, Kurt?
No.
It's just a giant shopping car that giant HEB shopping cart car.
Right there.
Here it is.
Yeah.
That's a car?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously. Does it not look like one? It's awesome.
That's awesome. Where do you sit?
Look, right there. So
Oh.
see that? It's like a boxed in, that's a car.
Can I drive it?
Yeah, no.
Sure. Yeah, no.
I don't think so.
No, it's called Touch a Truck, not Drive a Truck
Yeah.
or Wreck
Well,
a
that's
Truck.
disappointing.
There's a whole bunch of stuff out
Helicopter.
there.
Is there gonna be a helicopter there?
He's trying. I mean, he's trying to get everything that was there before back again.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this year, trying to get a
A tank.
Can we
cool.
put the bad boy in the touch a truck?
Yeah. What does that mean?
It's my Jeep Compass.
That's his car.
It's my car. It's my vehicle. We just drive it around. We call it the bad boy.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
I'm
a
sure
truck.
there's space for your Jeep.
My Jeep Compass.
The 07 Jeep Compass.
The 07 Jeep Compass. No, it's a 2010.
I'm sorry.
For some reason, it still has the power window. You know, where you have to crank. You have to crank the window.
That's before they had invented technology.
The worst situation I've ever been in was 2 years ago for New Year's Eve.
Here we
It
go.
was like after New Year's Eve had happened, I was driving to a friend's house, and there was a cute girl in a car next to me.
It always comes back to this.
It's at a stoplight. She was on my passenger side, and I was like, "Oh, she's kind of cute," you know, kind of thing. She rolled down her window. And I was like,
Wow.
"Oh yeah," you know, like this is
Yeah.
awesome. So then I'm like, wait, I have to reach over the seat and then crank it, and so I'm literally like this.
Hold on.
She was like, "Oh, I just wanted to say Happy New Year's," and then drove off, and I was like,
Aw,
only I had automatic windows.
cute.
You might have been a better
You've
interaction.
probably been married with kids.
Married with kids.
Went to Carrot Creations.
Exactly. Get your
Carrot
own jewelry.
Creations. That's the
On
one
6th
in
Street.
6th.
I've been in there
I was
before.
a little worried because we had a conversation last
I think
week.
I bought jewelry from there before.
Yeah.
Or my
Should not
wife,
have
or my
A lot
wife
of
got
great
something
pieces there.
repaired.
Yeah.
Is what happened because they did like, I don't know. There was a ring she wanted to get looked at.
We had Butler's Courtyard in last week.
Oh yeah.
It's in
And
League
so
City.
we had some interesting conversations about me and somebody, and then meeting my mom on Friday night and Gardy. It was not fun.
I'm sorry.
He always brings it back up. You want to talk about this? We can get some
No, we're good.
third party advice.
What's happening?
So
Nothing is happening.
I'm intrigued now.
all right. So Kurt's had this business associate, we'll call them, 3 different business
Times?
interactions. I don't know, at 3 different times, like in the
Okay.
last year or so.
Uh-huh.
You know, off and on. This is the 3rd time that they've been in business together.
Okay.
And so this
What kind of
associate,
business are we in?
Darcy,
funny.
she'll use her imagination. This associate, he's going to have a business meeting where he's introducing the associate to his mom
Hmm.
on Friday. And he asked me to be there and at 8:30 p.m. to give him something that I don't know. He didn't tell me what it was, and to play Justin Bieber Despacito. And so I don't know what that means, but
Wow.
yeah, I know
It's pretty involved.
It's serious. He's playing this out really hard. And then Butler's Courtyard, he was trying to deny it because apparently they help with like proposals and like
Oh, I'm
business
sure.
proposals.
Yeah, business
and
proposals.
presentations.
Business proposals.
And that's one of the services they offer.
Okay, so that's exciting stuff.
It is
What do you
not
need-
happening because we just started redating like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
So
Business.
Despacito's out.
That's your favorite
Despacito's-
song.
Despacito
That's
still might be
literally-
played at 8:30, but it's not going to be on one
That's
knee.
literally his favorite song.
That's so funny.
You got to do it on one knee.
Despacito.
Man,
That's funny.
whenever we
Should I have a PowerPoint presentation for this proposal?
for business,
Yes.
yes,
For this business proposal?
Please do.
be prepared.
That would actually
Exhibit
be
A.
hilarious. A hilarious thing.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
I know it
it's
is.
not
Yeah.
happening.
Nobody's ever met his mom before, except for
Okay.
one other person, and that didn't end well. But it was a bad business deal. It was a deal gone wrong.
It was a deal.
It was.
There was a separation of business
Yeah,
at that
they-
point
Oh.
They had to abruptly end the.
in the business agreement.
Yeah.
There was some court documents.
Anyways,
Splitting
Tomorrow's
up
gonna be
50-50.
tomorrow's gonna be fun.
Yes. Wait, what? No, tomorrow's just a dinner.
Where are we going? We go to Mikey's.
We could go
We go to
to
Mikey's ice cream.
right next door to the jewelry shop.
Okay. Just got to pick up something real quick.
Just gotta
Here you go, Gardy.
Gardy.
8:30. Don't forget.
Do it.
That's the thing.
Do it.
The funniest thing was I actually told this girl, I was like, hey, by the way, we got to come up with a way to get back at Gardy. And she's like, why?
Helping you out.
And so I was like, go back and watch the show on Thursday. And she did. And all I got was a wow response.
No suggestions.
No suggestions. No, like, okay, let's do this. Oh wait, what? I was just putting feelers
But
out.
she said, "Wow," she didn't say no, right? It's like, so you're saying there's a chance,
True.
like Dumb and Dumber
Exactly.
style.
Yeah. Glass is
You're
half
saying
full.
There's a chance.
Damn. You'll do it. Good
Yeah.
luck.
It'll be good.
That's bad.
Well, tomorrow's Kurt's birthday. His mom's in town.
It would be an anniversary I would never forget.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be. Yeah, you would never.
See,
forget.
I always wanted the first marriage went wrong because it was on a day that I always forgot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
You gotta put it on a date that's memorable. June
Good birth-
24th is not that memorable.
Well, you remember now, huh?
Oh yeah. She's like, you never remember our anniversary.
I hate when you do people's voices. It's the worst.
You only ever call me when you're on the radio.
That's his mom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yep.
never remember my anniversary.
Is she watching now?
My mom?
Uh-huh.
She's probably call her. Well, you got 50 seconds. Want to go on 40?
Oh.
We got time.
Okay.
We got 30 minutes.
Or y'all going to dinner for your birthday?
That's up in the air.
Okay.
We still don't know yet.
She had to know a place, and so he was asking me where to go. So I named like all these awesome places
Yeah.
just to help because that's
Yeah.
what I do, right? And then decided a place, and then she is. I wonder if she's watching. Well,
no.
so then she has some stuff happen, and so now she's like, well, I don't know, and the time, and I hear in Houston or in down there. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude. And we're back.
Okay.
But I would still play Despacito.
Hello.
Worst sign there.
Oh, she says, hello.
See,
Ooh,
it's a
you
beautiful
actually
voice.
answered.
Yeah.
What's up, Mom?
Put on speaker.
Gardy wanted to say hi, and our guest,
Good morning.
Darcy from the Texas City,
the
city of
city.
Texas.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
I know.
Of,
City of Texas City.
City of Texas City, because you always want to say Texas City, city of.
Hmm.
It doesn't work. Hi, Mom. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Hey, we got burritos. Do you want one? I kind of ate it already. Sorry.
You have what?
Burritos from Broncos Burritos.
Oh, yum.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
What are you doing?
Well, I was still laying in bed, but I'm awake.
It must be nice to be on vacation and be able to do whatever you want, huh?
It is.
Mom, Gardy's being mean.
It's gonna
Good.
get you in trouble.
What?
She don't care.
He's talking bad about what's going to happen tomorrow night again.
Uh-oh.
The proposal?
No.
That's not talking bad. I don't know. He told me we're going to some place called Carrot Creations on 6th Street
Ooh,
and
it's
looking
some
for.
jewelry. Some jewelry.
All right, Mom. Well, we're going to go. I don't want to have
On
this
that
conversation
note-
again. Enjoy the.
I won't let him be too mean to you tomorrow night.
Aw,
What a
thanks,
good
Mom. I love
mom.
you.
I
Only
love
ever
you
call
too.
me when you're on the radio. All right. Talk to you later, Mom. Enjoy the pool.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's funny.
She's never actually watched our show like on social media. Just the
No,
only
'cause I've
interaction
been
she said.
blocked on social media.
Oh,
Yeah, he got blocked by his
My
mom.
mom's broken up with me twice in my life.
oh, sorry to hear.
How long have you been married?
A year and a couple months.
Awesome.
Yay!
So, no.
Did,
I didn't count.
how did his proposal story go?
Y'all, it was crazy.
Okay.
He's super kind of flashy, and I love Christmas lights and everything like that. So we went to the Festival of Lights in Dickinson,
Mm-hmm.
and we went, and he's like, let's go take a picture with Santa. But like we're racing and passing all these little kids who like still, love
Mhm.
Santa and everything. And I'm like, I didn't really need to take a picture with Santa, but okay, whatever he really wants to, let's go. We sat down, took a picture, and they're like, sorry, the printer broke. We don't have Wi-Fi connection, but we'll come find you and give you your
Mhm.
shots. I was like, okay, cool, no big deal. We keep walking around. And he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Well, he leaves me for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh, is he okay?
Yeah.
What's going on? And this lady came up and she was like, oh, I got your picture. It finally printed. And this is you, right? And so I looked at it, and he had someone get a poster behind our head that said, Darcy, will you marry me? And then I was like, what? And I turned around because he still wasn't out here yet. And this goober came out in like a reindeer suit.
That's awesome.
And all these kids were like trying to, oh, cool, it's Rudolph. And then he was like, back up,
Kicking
kid.
him out the way, like, get out of here,
Move.
kids.
Get out the way.
Not a
And then
mission.
got down on one knee and gave me the ring and everything.
That's
So
cool.
goofy,
I feel like
goofy guy.
Kurt's probably calling off his proposal for tomorrow now after he heard that story. He's like,
I like
gotta
that.
you
step
gotta
my
think
game
about
up.
it. Have a good
Wait
plan.
for Christmas.
It's a lot better than doing
Kurt's
it.
gonna redo your exact proposal.
That's fine.
But
I
in the hot
love
dog
it.
the
suit,
name, even down
Yeah.
to the name, like
Darcy.
Darcy.
like whatever your other associate.
Can get you that poster.
Yeah, just give
If
me
you
the
need
poster
it.
and I'll cross out the word Darcy
Yeah.
and the other one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, he's
Well,
silly.
that's pretty cool.
It's a lot better than mine, my first one. I did it in a hotel room in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, he did tell this story. It's
It
very
was
bad.
That should have been the sign.
I told you.
Like everything, God was like, no, this isn't gonna work. This is.
He
I
asked
had
her
like
dad.
plans like 8
The dad-
times.
The girl's
Yeah.
dad said no.
Oh.
He asked anyway.
I was like,
Oh.
doing it anyways. She still said yes. After I forced. Oh wait.
Oh man.
Dang.
Okay, so let's do this in a minute.
1 minute.
Bonnie's Donuts.
Was that what was the next? Did you see our 5-pound cinnamon roll eating challenge?
No, but that sounds amazing.
We did
Mhm.
a 5-pound cinnamon roll eating challenge last Saturday. We had
It was
11
good.
people show up and attempt it. It
Did,
was fun.
did
One
people finish
completed.
it?
One.
Nice.
Well, he completed
He
it.
was our winner.
But he was like 5 minutes later.
Ooh.
I don't think the
Not
cinnamon
pretty.
roll like
It
at least
agreed
mine
with him.
stayed down. So
No, but I'm telling you, the amount that he
Ugh.
ate was even more than what you ate. But like, even with him losing it, he still ate more. So we were
True.
like, he's the winner.
Fun conversation with burritos sitting in front of us.
Okay.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now it's 9:37. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy,
And I'm Kurt.
and it's a special day. We have Darcy in studio. We're hanging out with Darcy. What's up?
Hello, everyone.
All right.
Good morning.
We've been having fun, huh?
Yeah.
Talking about everything all across the
a whole
board.
bunch of stuff. Solving life's problems. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
One Kurt problem at a
Mhm.
time.
Why is the problem with Kurt and not with other people? I mean, wait, other situations. No, it is my problem. It's my fault.
So we had Bronco burritos brought in, and that's cool because there's a Bronco burritos that operates in Texas City
Mhm.
as well.
Correct. On 6th Street.
Yeah.
I want to know where her favorite place to eat in Texas City is. I don't think we've ever
Texas
asked her.
City?
You've come in before, but I don't think we've
Yeah.
ever asked that.
What if she was like, nah?
I'm trying to think.
I don't really
So every Sunday we're at Napolera on Texas Avenue. It's a good breakfast place, and we're there. Literally, me and my husband are there every
It's like
Sunday.
cactus, like, right?
I
Another
think
word
so.
for a
I think
cactus?
so. Nopal.
Yeah,
Nopal
yeah.
or something like that. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
It's good
What do you get
Mexican
from there?
food. You know, I'm a creature of habit, so
Mhm.
I get the same thing every day. It's their carne asada, but
Yeah.
it's so good.
That's cool.
It's so good.
I tried to give Kurt some carne asada the other day. We went to a place called Benito's in Lamarck. It's been there for
Yeah.
like 50 years, and they had it on their buffet, and I was like, "Yep, pouring it on." And I was like, "Kurt, have you ever had this?" What'd you say?
Nope.
I said, "Not today." You're like, and I'm not gonna have it today. It's like moving on. Everything was good though. But there's a place that we want to go and try. It's on, I guess what would be considered like the north side of the loop, and they take like fruit.
Refrescaritas?
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Have you been there?
I have. They're
Is it good?
good. Yeah.
They have like
It's
crazy
sweets,
stuff there,
right?
huh?
Yeah. A whole bunch of stuff.
Do they have food too, or just like the drink? They throw
They-
all kinds of stuff
They
in there.
do, but I think it's like nachos and things like that.
Mhm.
And, they'll take those chips and put like cheese in it,
Yeah,
or
sounds
if
good.
you want chili in there or whatever you
I
want
love
to put
chili.
in there. Yeah.
That's cool. We need to go to that place because we've had we talked. Have you ever heard of Texas Chronicles?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we were with Joe the other day, and we were talking about like potential places to go and do some stuff at,
Mhm.
and that was one of the ones that kind of came up. Like, it's, hey, we need to go try that place and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that'd be cool, and
It's
that's right there
good.
in Texas City.
Yeah. And they put a whole bunch of stuff. I know he's pulling it up on the Facebook in your drinks.
Does that look good to you, Kurt?
Yeah. Mango and watermelon.
Do you like mango?
I love mango.
I do too.
Oh, mango is amazing.
I don't like cleaning mango. Like trying to figure out how to cut it. It's real hard. Doesn't make sense to me. You like supposed to cut it and then you like kind of cut it this way and then like an X and all this stuff. But yeah, but that's in Texas City. There is an event coming up this Saturday in Texas City. Can you kind of remind us one more time and then we can move on? I think you said there's another event coming up that's really cool.
Yes. Okay, so this Saturday is called Art Walk, and it's on 6th Street in Texas City. And we're going to have a lot of local artists come out and display all their, amazing artwork and a whole bunch of other little cool things. We have the 6th Street shops are open, so you can come get your shop on. And we're going to have some food trucks out there. There's going to be a kid zone by Hey Mikey's Ice Cream. So it's going to be fun for everybody.
Sounds awesome. And then I think there was another event that, speaking of like kid zone, but I guess this would be cool for the entire family. But there is maybe going to be like a giant shopping cart and some other stuff. Like, what's going on with that?
Yes. So it's called Touch a Truck. And you can check out our Facebook page, Touch a Truck Texas City, or hashtag Touch a Truck TC. And it's all kinds of like huge vehicles. We're going to have cranes out there, fire trucks, army trucks. We're working really hard to get a tank possibly out there. And your kiddos can climb all over it. And it's just a good time for all. We're going to have over 100 vendors out there too. So it's going to be great. October 27th on 6th Street.
So you can apply to be a vendor for that one as well?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it around the same price?
It's not. It's a little bit higher. It's about $100.
Like $11? Oh.
It's $100 for
like
a spot.
$11 for me? Or like $100 for Kurt? I mean, like, how does that work, Kurt?
It's $100.
$100. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Even still, but that'd be cool to have a tank out there. What other cool like vehicle can you think? Kurt, can you think of anything like helicopters?
I'm thinking the bad boy.
Okay.
I'm thinking the bad boy needs to be there. My Jeep.
The 07 plus 3 Jeep Compass
with the manual windows
in burgundy.
Yeah.
People would be, can you just imagine be like, this is
They'd be lined up.
This is the same truck from the Kiki Challenge video with that hot dog suit guy
It
in
is.
it. And
It's
they're
famous.
like, oh my gosh. for
Wow.
real?
Do you have an
Yeah.
Instagram?
Step in line. I think we do. Touch a Truck TC.
Okay.
But I know the city of Texas City has an Instagram.
Hopefully the city of Texas City watches our Instagram stories because that's where it
Yeah.
goes down. Like, here we're kind of,
They
we
can't
on the up
watch
and up.
us because that's when they call up the city police and they're like, hey, guys, they're on it again. They're on that Instagram, driving and living. Get them,
Driving and
go.
But I feel like it's okay because if you're driving and I'm living, then it's all right. I don't think there's any law against that. I need to read the
Do
book.
not drive in
the
live.
law book.
The law book.
Go to law school, and that's going to be like the only thing I'm trying to learn.
Do not drive in live.
Last time I mentioned law school, I remember somebody was like, Gardy, you don't have what it takes to go to law school. That kind of hurt my feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I laugh because it hurts.
Are you okay?
No, right now it's 9:42. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're hanging out with Darcy from the city of Texas City. We're eating Bronco burritos
From the city of Texas City.
from the
Yeah.
city of Texas
Representing
City.
today.
Talking about Carrot Creations, talking about 6th Street, talking about Touch a Truck, and the food truck nights that they have. And when are those?
That's going to be the first Friday of every month. So the next one is October 5th.
Okay, October 5th.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go, and
Yeah.
we need some hookups with a couple food trucks. I
Yeah.
did post a bunch, but we are like very specific on a time, and it's cool that we have so many that are like popping up now and just making good food.
So one of the things that I wanted to just touch on just for a little bit. So we've talked a lot about 6th Street in Texas City because that's kind of like the up and coming part of Texas City. But what are some of the other areas that people should go and check out just to hang out?
Like 5th
and-
Street,
5th Street. Yeah. Well, what about 5th Street? Why is 5th Street always getting,
the bad rap, I
the
guess.
bad rap, right?
Man.
Yeah. Well, we have the longest man-made piers in Texas. So that's
That's true.
the Texas Dike. Y'all need to go out there if you're into any kind of water sports or fishing. It's all available out there. There's beautiful bike trails. And if you don't have a bike, we have you can rent a bike and you just charge it for a day and ride as far as you want, long as you want. So anybody can ride around.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Mhm.
That's at Bay Street Park.
Okay.
That's the one with the anchor, right?
Yeah, the anchor's there, and then the big planes. There's a huge
Mhm.
set of big planes out there, and fishing.
So
when I used to love Pokemon Go, that's where I would go. I would just drive.
What do you mean used to?
Oh wait, yesterday.
Yeah, we're always like, we got somewhere we're supposed to be at a certain time, and he's like,
In your
but wait,
Pikachu.
there's a Bulbasaur, and like, I gotta go over there. I'm like,
that was the place.
man.
You drive down the pier because you can only go 5 miles per hour or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's perfect because you can drive really slow and no one gets mad at you. Like, why are you driving so
Pikachu,
slow?
I choose you. And Curt, he had like the whole outfit. He wore the vest and the
Wow.
hat, and it
Wow.
got to be bad. It was real bad.
There's some nice houses over in that area too. Like,
Yes.
back around the pier. Not that I got lost and ended up back there, but
I've been back there all the time. I used to work for AT&T, and I've been all over Texas City, all up in the alleys, all up and down the poles. I've been all over. I love Texas City. I like that there's chickens, literal chickens. Like just people have chickens.
Neighbors down our street have chickens.
Get some eggs.
Mhm.
Probably where these eggs came from. This burrito.
Idea.
yeah.
Guys,
Is that why they have the chickens for the
Yes.
eggs?
Probably
a lot of people do.
just
In
like
Texas
a pet.
City?
Yeah.
I mean, a pet, or you could eat the chicken.
Oh,
One eventually.
well,
Wow.
I still eat chicken, but yeah.
Don't
Pet chicken.
eat a pet. So Texas City also was one of those parts of Texas City that was flooded a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know anything about that and kind of what the city is doing in response to that flooding?
Some of the flooding out there. I don't really, to be honest with you. You
Mhm.
probably would have to contact somebody else with the city, but I know that they take every consideration very seriously. So, they're doing what they can.
You know,
Was
the
your
good-
house okay? Like,
My house was okay.
good.
I think the good thing about that is that it wasn't like everybody. It stinks and it's terrible. And if you're listening right now and you are able to help a neighbor or someone who was affected, always try and help out. That's what it's about. Community coming together and getting through this. Like helping clear out the houses and do everything that you need to do. And that's what's important. But I'm glad that it wasn't like everywhere like it was last time. And now that means that there's so many people who are okay and aren't affected that can give back and help the people who were.
Exactly.
There's something else I wanted to mention. So KHEA Radio, we're teaming up with a couple different organizations, and it was the Moore Memorial Library that came to us and said, hey, would y'all like to spread the word about this? And we kind of took it and ran with it. So we're doing a canned food drive for the Galveston County Food Bank, where we are asking local businesses, we're asking everybody in the community that wants to participate to do it. So we're having a lot of people, once we first mentioned it, said like, hey, we want to be a drop zone. We want to be a drop zone.
Yeah.
So it's kind of leading up to Thanksgiving. So we're excited about that.
Yeah,
a
we're
great
partnering
idea.
with like Chef's Tables Charities. We're partnering with Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure, Cocoa Crepes. We have a bunch of local organizations that are teaming up. And so we had the Moore Memorial Public Library in on Monday. And during the month of November, if you bring in a canned food item, you will get, I think it's $10 removed off of your fine. I guess your fines from the city or from the library.
That's like a really good deal. I feel like I want to go
That
get
is good.
fines so that way I can take advantage of the situation, because $10 before they were like, hey, if you read, books for an entire day, they'll take off like $1 from your fine. But like for $10 for one can of food,
yeah, all day.
tiny fines.
And the fact that, this is an organization, the Texas City, it's in Texas City. The Galveston Food Bank is in Texas City that helps give back. And so we're going to be teaming up with all those people to provide that opportunity.
But here's the one thing we need. So we're going to try and film something on Saturday in front of the library.
Okay.
So if you're on the way to the
Art
Cactus
walk or
restaurant or the
anything?
Art Walk or wherever
Yeah.
we're at, be on the lookout for us. We're going to be in front
Okay.
of the library. And but what we wanted was to see if we could get a Galveston County Food Bank truck like parked in front, so that way we could. But I don't know. We asked the library, so they're working on it, I think.
Yeah. I don't see why.
Do you
they
know anybody
wouldn't.
from the
Mhm.
the? Okay.
I can ask.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
We just need it for a good backdrop because the
Yeah.
video, and we want to make something good and represent what we're doing well.
Right.
So it'll be fun.
That's a great cause.
I think I've added and liked at least 8 pages since you've been on today.
Wonderful.
Just we need to have you in all the time, because then
Yes.
like every business in Texas City is going to get a like from me specifically.
Good.
I guess still got to figure out how to like from the radio station. But
Oh, I've seen that people do that. Like there are other pages
did
and
it.
organizations that like us, but I don't know how to do it.
I did it. Bam! Look at that. Now the Galveston County Food
Yay.
Bank is like So,
That's cool.
Recap really fast. We got about, I guess, 10 more minutes or so. Recap some of the big things that are happening in Texas City over the next couple of
Years.
weeks. Years.
Okay,
Months.
years. Whoa. Okay. For a couple weeks coming up, Art Walk is this Saturday, 5 to 9 on 6th Street. And then October 5th, we're going to have Food Truck Friday, also on 6th Street. Falling Tide is the 6th, the next day, also on 6th Street. Old Smoky was postponed, so that's going to be October 13th. My brother also gets married that day, so what? Anyway, side note. And then October 27th is Touch a Truck. So that's kind of the latest and greatest.
That's awesome.
You know, when she was right before I finished asking that question, I thought of something the last time that she was in. Do you remember?
I remember
we had breaking
everything.
news when she came in last time. Do you remember that?
Oh,
What was it?
The Chick-fil-A in Texas City.
Oh, yes.
right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. So
Mhm.
that area is being developed still, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Ross is about to open up soon.
I like Ross.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I go out of town,
Like from friends or like
I
the
like Ross
store?
from Friends too, and
Okay.
the store. I think I like the store a little bit better.
Yeah.
What is a Ross store?
You ever been to a Ross?
No. What
You
is
need to go to a Ross, man.
What is a Ross store?
It's a clothing store,
They have clothes,
but they also have like home decor and everything.
literally everything.
Shoes.
You can even get food.
Oh, is there one at
Stuff.
646 next to Target?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Have you never been?
Okay,
in?
I've seen it.
Okay, yes, you
It's-
never been. in.
It's like
You should
a-
go in there.
High-end Goodwill almost.
Not at all.
No.
Sometimes
What's
you just
TJ
like start
Maxx?
talking. Yeah, it's like a TJ Maxx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So whenever I go out of town somewhere, no matter where I'm at, I always try and find a Ross. So like, I've been to Hollywood, so I'm like, I'm going to Hollywood Ross. Like I was
Yeah.
in Hawaii, and I was like, hey, I'm going to Ross in Hawaii. Like I'm in New York, I couldn't find one. But like if I'm somewhere, like I don't know why. Get all the good deals.
What's the other? There's one in Baybrook. It's kind of like a trade home store.
Oh yeah, Marshall's Home Goods.
Marshalls.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like Marshalls too.
Yeah, my wife likes Marshalls a lot because they
Mhm.
have like a lot of like the home decor, and they really go out on the home decor.
They do.
And I'm like, I'm still paying like $500 for a couch. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
but shout out to all those places.
So that's almost done then. Do you know when they plan on?
Ross is about to open. I know they have their big grand opening sign up, and then
Ooh.
Aldi is right next door.
Okay.
And then I just saw them rope off the Baytown Seafood, so
Mhm.
that's where they're gonna put Chick-fil-A. So
Where
everything's
Baytown
been,
Seafood was?
everything's been moving.
It's kind of sad.
moving. Oh, just
You
a
know-
little bit,
But I guess all
But
good
it's
things must come to an end.
Chick-fil-A.
It's a little bit better.
but it's
There's a little bit of heaven coming in.
Ah, Baytown Seafood.
Have you
Man,
seen
that
some of
stinks.
the funny like videos with Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, I guess so.
They're hilarious. It's like how there was some guy who was ranting about like someone was cursing inside of Chick-fil-A. It's like how you
You
cannot
sent me that video. That guy, I could not pay attention because that guy's. I don't want to talk bad about anybody. I love that guy. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
I know what you're gonna say though.
It's 9:52. You're listening to KHEA Radio. Is Ross having a ribbon cutting, and can we attend? That's all I need to know.
That's a great question. You can call the chamber and see if they're gonna host their ribbon cutting.
That'd be cool. I want to be there.
Yeah,
It's hard to forget that she doesn't work for the chamber
I know.
anymore.
I know.
You
It's
should,
like, we were trying to
part-time
ask
there.
you chamber questions, and you're like, "Nah, it's the chamber.
That's-
I work
Yeah.
for the city."
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't do that anymore. Yeah.
I'd still answer any questions I could. You know,
Yeah,
I love those
she's the
people.
best. She's Darcy. We're so excited. We need to have like you on like
I
regularly.
would like to be on regularly.
You're on in October. Again.
I am. I was like, I'm coming back in October,
Darcizzle.
You're
probably
missing.
for Touch a Truck.
You're missing your brother's wedding for us, right?
No, because I'm in it. So
Yeah.
No,
I know.
Well, that's
But
okay.
you're coming that
Sorry.
week. You are on that week, I
Yes,
believe,
I
to
think
talk
so.
about the Smoky.
Is it Old Smoky and not Touch a Truck? Well,
Yes.
you know, I'll talk
We'll
about
talk
everything.
both. We'll talk
Yeah,
about both
yeah.
that day.
So we got a couple minutes left. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to
Thank
be
you for
having
having me.
iCryo in, and we're going to be talking to, I think it's Kyle,
cool.
right?
Kyle, yeah.
Have you ever done any of that cryotherapy?
No, but I think it's really cool and interesting.
You like
Literally.
just freeze.
Literally,
It's like
you
negative
freeze.
Yeah.
a million degrees, and you're just like shaking. And
he
then
said he was going to bring the part of the machine in today and
Are
just
y'all
like
gonna
freeze
try
out this
they should
studio.
just make the studio
But
real
I
cold.
told him like this studio is always cold, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
So I told him not to
You don't
bring it.
even feel it.
Not today.
So that art walk is this Saturday,
This Saturday,
City of Texas City.
5:00,
Yes,
6th Street.
6th Street.
be there.
I'll be there.
You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11 p.m. M. A.M.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm got confused there.
Because we were talking about PM.
I was gonna say A.M., but I was like, I just got.
I was like, we can't correct it. There's no ramp. Go.
Now people are gonna show up.
I know. They said it started
What
at
time
11.
did they say? It's 11 at night.
Can't get my art.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Thank y'all so much for having me and for breakfast. And, you know, it's been wonderful. As always.
So we'll see you again in October.
Yeah. So if I wanted to bring in somebody, could I do that also?
Yeah. We just set a chair around.
Okay.
Your brother? You get him married in here?
I know.
You
Yeah.
could bring in an old Smoky.
Well, if it hadn't been postponed, I would have been there, you know, at the old. So, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
See ya.
Appreciate it. We'll see y'all in October. Have fun. Bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're giving away T-shirts.
Oh, yay.
We got to figure out how we're going to do that still.
Aldi, new Aldi grocery store. No, I hate it. I hate when we always want to push that.
You're going to smell burritos.
What's up?
Oh, man, y'all killing me. How's it going?
Gardy.
You
can have a seat here.
This seat right here. We are live streaming on Facebook.
Okay.
So if you wanted to share it from the
Cool.
Is it Kyle?
Yes, sir.
Kyle. Okay, cool. So yeah, Gardy and Curt. So we're excited to have you in.
Yeah, excited to be here, man.
So I cryo. You literally are freezing, right?
Yep.
So
Right.
we've never done anything like that, but we have heard a lot of people that say they swear by it.
Yeah.
You know, up and down.
Me personally, I mean, shoot, that was my story. I started out kind of just seeing it for the first time, and then my physical therapy background took over me, and I was like, man, this is an amazing way to heal the body naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is an assumption by me, but you're a big guy. It looks like you probably played sports. You probably did some sports growing up and stuff.
Yeah,
And what's
yeah.
your background?
I went
with
off
it?
to college, played football my first year, and then came back after that. And I was a little bit more in tune with sports training, exercise, the rehab, and I ended up going to PT school to get my doctorate in physical therapy. And right after my undergrad, pursuing master's is when I found cryo. And I was like, what is this stuff? You know, and it drew my attention so much I didn't go to PT school. Yeah, I said, man, I'm not going back to school. This is it. I got my undergrad. I got all the knowledge. This is it. So,
That's cool.
yeah, and tackled it, man.
Awesome. So that for your undergrad, is that what you did? Kind of like physical therapy stuff?
I did exercise sports science, so kinesiology.
Cool.
A lot of stuff to do with the body. The body fascinates me.
Yeah.
You know? So mainly rehab.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people focus on the activity portion. The recovery portion is actually a lot more. Should be a lot more focused on.
I don't want to do. Let's do Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah, instead of
How?
figure it out. I wanted someone say, "Hey,
Okay.
you real yeah."
Oh, how about this? They have to say the secret code. Hey, what's the secret code that they could say in order to get some? We're giving away some of your T-shirts. Thank you. by the way.
We've been giving them. So we had a cinnamon roll eating challenge, and that's what some of the prizes were.
We
Yeah.
gave away some of the T-shirts. We're like, now you can go get rid of the cinnamon
Yeah.
roll, freeze out the cinnamon roll.
Hey,
your
just
body.
that could be the key word, freeze.
Freeze.
Ooh, okay.
Someone had told me the other day that it'd be neat if we asked like a trivia question, like, "Hey, yesterday we talked," or like, I don't know, something that we talked about yesterday, and they would have to know. And if nobody knows, it's like, all right, well, we're saving it.
You don't
We're
want
gonna
to
give it
call
away
in?
another day.
Yeah.
You don't want to text? How about just text?
They can text.
All right.
They can text. So like with that like degree plan and stuff that you're in, you could kind of, there's a couple different routes you could go. I think I have a buddy who did that, but he like went into like training, like in baseball.
Yeah, really.
and-
I did it because you could do anything in health and wellness. You can do with an exercise science degree.
Yeah.
It just gave my options anywhere in the wellness industry,
Mm-hmm.
and I picked rehab just because I think it's probably more important than, like I said, the actual day-to-day exercise itself. We're the only living things on the planet that spend a third of our lives recovering, sleeping.
Yeah.
Spend a third of the day asleep. So I think that's just fascinating. Normal, other living species, they don't spend that long.
You know what? Just looking at you right there makes me like, you know what? I can't eat the rest of this.
It's
makes me
honest.
feel-
I can't even touch it right now. I'm in a competition prep. So.
Cool. So you compete in what?
Yeah, I did powerlifting for 6 years nationally. Got a couple gold medals, and then went off to training physique bodybuilding.
Cool.
Been doing that for about 4 years. Just so going from heavy lifting to heavy focus on nutrition. And I'm a competitive person, so constantly challenging myself.
Yeah.
That's every day for me.
So yeah, the powerlifting, it is. I mean, is there weight classes in powerlifting? Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but you're just trying to be big and lift as much weight as you can.
Really not even be big. Some of the guys that lift the most weight, they're stout and they're like rocks, man.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with being big. Shoot, there were some guys that were 180 pounds that were pulling up 700-800 pounds off the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
And then with the physique, you got to be. What's the difference between?
It's all about symmetry. It's all about having good striations across the muscle bellies. I mean, it's food.
Yeah.
It's 90% food. So
I saw Mr. Olympia. They just
this
announced
past
that.
weekend.
Yeah.
Sean Roden, Flexitron. That's what they call him. That dude is a beast. So actually, the guy that did my last show prep on my last pro show is Sean Roden's coach.
That's cool.
He did online coaching with me. His name's Chris Lewis out of Venice Beach. The guy's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally, I was checking my glucose levels after every meal, and he would monitor my meals based on my blood sugar. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
I follow like Instagram bodybuilding. They post a lot of cool stuff. That's where I was seeing all that Mr. Olympia stuff, and there was a picture posted, and it was the dude who won in like 07 or something, and then when like his show prep, and just, I mean, I always read comments on social media are nuts. When people like saying crazy stuff, but just no matter. I mean, that's impressive. Still, because he looked like he was big, but he was like a normal guy.
Yeah,
now
he wasn't. To me, Sean Roden is he's a huge dude, but he's not over excessive like some of those guys will step on stage at like 300 pounds.
Yeah,
and that's insane. I mean, that's not even near healthy. Do
you have a goal for like what your weight's supposed to be around, or is it more about percentage of like fat that you get down?
Yeah, it's more about the leanness, the symmetry of the muscle bellies, and I do like to have a certain weight that I go on stage because you don't want to look too small, but you don't want to look too big, right? So there's definitely a fine line of, okay, what does your body really look like at a certain weight?
And also the thing that's interesting to me about like the bodybuilding competitions is that you'll have, someone like, Arnold, who is, I don't know, is he like 6'2"?
Yeah, Arnold was actually small. He stepped on stage at like 225.
Yeah.
And you got bodybuilders now, they're stepping on stage at 285.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, that ain't right.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the Arnold look back into the arena.
There's like classic. Is that
physique.
What that is? Kind of more, but even those dudes don't look like what Arnold did.
No,
they're like way bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's getting out of hand. And I like the physique because it's all about the
is that when they wear the shorts, like the board shorts?
Yeah. So it's not out of hand. People aren't. Yeah, the industry is getting corrupt, man. So I like it because it's a challenge. I don't take it too serious, but then again, I don't compete to lose. So
yeah, and it's a good. I mean, man, having that goal and just being able to do that.
Discipline.
That's cool. So
and I'm a foodie too. So
Yeah.
sweets and cakes and desserts, man, that's my alley right there. So it's a good challenge. I like to challenge myself. So it's a good challenge.
Gardy's the same way. Gardy will do just challenges after challenges after challenges.
I try like on what
Like
you
we did
about?
a 21-day cleanse.
Yeah.
And Gardy went the whole time without like cheating. I couldn't even go like 3 days.
So what we did, and this was tough. So like I go to the gym like 3 times a week. I like to do. I'm not like I follow myself like just like okay. I try and get up early and do it right.
Yeah.
And so we met with this nutritionalist, and he was a nutritionist, and he said he was going to put us through this cleanse. So what we did was it was 21 days. For 10 days, we could only eat vegetables.
Oh man,
Vegetables and water.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
No way, no, because I'd been doing, I would take pre-workout and whatever. So like, he was
you're
like, well,
drained.
so yeah, I was drained. So vegetables and water, that's it. No rice, no beans, no grain, no anything.
No meats.
No
nothing.
meat.
Whew.
So for the first 10
That's
days,
rough, dude.
vegetables and water. You were allowed to like cook them and saute them or eat them raw. After day 11, it was still the same thing, but we were allowed to have chicken one time a day. So, lunch or dinner, pretty much. We weren't we didn't have eggs or nothing. So then by day 21, I mean, we dropped, like I felt weak. Like, I felt weak, and I lost some weight,
like some
fat and stuff. I dropped down. And so I think I started like 190 and then I ended up like 175 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's like what I'm still like, but I'm slowly like moving normal food back into my diet. Actually, like, a couple, like maybe this is like day 3 of me kind of just like, hey, well, maybe I will eat, a Taco Bell taco.
Yeah.
But I was telling my wife, like, man, I don't know. I like to have that discipline to where, hey, I just need to eat the chicken and vegetables and kind of focus on that and find something.
Got to find that balance. And I always tell people, look, you got to have your proteins, you got to have your fats, you got to have, your carbs, but, everything within a moderation, don't overconsume. Eating too much protein can be bad. Eating too many carbs can be bad. Eating too much of anything, drinking too much water can be bad. You drown yourself physically if we're really getting serious. So, I mean, too much of anything, whether it's good or bad, can result in being bad.
Yeah. Curt, what do you think about food and diet? And Curt did pretty good.
I did okay. I could have done a little bit better. I only lost like 4 pounds during that 21 days, but I had a hard time like not eating, like staying on track. Like, I would go 3 or 4 days and then I would cheat,
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time, like we've talked to some people and, the word cheat meal, and some people are like, don't say, the word cheat. But then there's also programs where people are like, oh, it's okay to have a cheat meal. And then that's automatically branded in. So I think with Curt, you were like, well, I deserve a cheat meal.
I call it a treat meal.
Treat meal.
Giving myself a treat.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound too bad.
But Curt likes certain like desserts and like cheese and like, I don't know, stuff that we weren't allowed to have. And so he's like, oh, I'll just have
chips
a little bit.
And queso and salsa.
Yeah. We call it queso Curt. Is what we call it.
Yeah, queso Curt. I need to go back on that cleanse for
That's
sure.
That's awesome.
Because I've been eating bad this week. Tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh, nice,
so man.
Like, finally 21.
Yeah, I like 9. That. Yay! Finally
21 plus 9.
I tell everyone it's 20 plus 10 is what I'm turning.
That's hilarious.
But I've been eating bad this week. Like, we've been eating really bad.
Well, we also, with the radio, go out to a lot of restaurants and do like videos and live. And we love doing that stuff, going in the community. And so during the cleanse, we did it, but we just like didn't touch anything except for when we went to the donut shop. This dude couldn't help himself. We did a giveaway with Bonnie's in League City, and he was like, oh, I'm just gonna have like 1 kolache and 2 cupcakes and a donut. He's like, that's all right. I was like, you're gonna feel sick. I think he did. Like, he felt bad, like after not eating that stuff and like pretty much no sugar. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about cryo. Like, so what is like the science behind it? Because we've heard a little bit, but don't really know much.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of people result a cold therapy into like ice, right? We're real familiar with ice, but most people don't understand there's actually no proven scientific studies that show how long to do ice for. Because the one thing that people are forgetting is every single person is different from the person next to them, right? So that means everybody's inflammation is different from mine and yours. Everybody's recovery time is different. So for us to go to the doctor with a bum knee, we both have bum knees, right? He's going to tell us, okay, throw ice on it for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Well, realistically, I could only need 7 and you may need 23. It just depends on how severe it is, right? And so ice is a penetrating cold. It hits the skin, gets inside the muscle tissue. If you do ice for even 30 seconds longer than you should, it starts to damage the tissue. So you're actually doing the opposite effect of recovery, right? Wow. Now with cryotherapy, we use liquid nitrogen as a cooling agent. So liquid nitrogen boils at negative 320 degrees. So we can get the body down to extreme cold if we need to. The cool thing about nitrogen is it acts as a repellent. So it hits the skin and reflects off. It never actually penetrates the surface of the skin. Therefore, you're almost tricking the mind into going to a hypothermic state. Imagine yourself on the top of the Appalachian Mountains or something crazy to where it's just really, really cold.
Yeah.
you start to reach hypothermia, your body triggers a fight or flight response, right? It rushes all the blood from the extremities to the core to save the vital organs, because you can live without your arms and your legs, right? We have amputees living everywhere, but you can't live without your organs. So during a cryo session, that's the same triggered response that your mind is receiving is, hey, we're in that hypothermic state. Let's rush all the blood from the extremities to the core, reoxygenate the blood. After a 3-minute session, it's rushed back to your extremities, and your recovery time is in a matter of minutes rather than days or weeks. Right?
Yeah.
It's almost accelerating the body's healing power.
So do you get a rush? Like afterwards you get a rush, but do you get a crash too, maybe?
No. So it's, well, a little bit. That's kind of a skewed answer
probably
to the
different
question.
for everybody too, huh?
So your body naturally releases endorphins, serotonin to make you feel good, melatonin to help you sleep better. But some people, your body locks that up and harnesses it. So I always explain to people, everybody's cryo session is going to be different from everyone else, right? And it's going to unlock what your body is harnessing in. So if you're somebody that's just overactive, over hyper, your energy's crazy and your body's not naturally releasing the melatonin to calm itself down, it's going to release that melatonin and it's going to knock you out. You're going to be tired because you need it. You need the rest, right? So it's kind of like a two-way street. What is your body needing? That's what cryo is going to give you.
Cool. You know, talking about like energy and just being like that, the one thing that I gained from that 21-day cleanse is I stopped drinking. Like me and Curt, big on energy drinks. Like if I went to the gym, and I'm still trying to navigate that. Like I went this morning, I don't do pre-workout. I just drink like as much water as I can. But I haven't had caffeine. I mean, it's been over a month now, but before we were drinking like energy every day just because we're up. Hey, we got to talk and like try and keep conversation between each other, and we see each other all the time. Well, this guy, you see him over there. But I haven't had it, and I haven't felt like I needed it. And so I don't know. I felt like that's probably the one thing I gained from all that.
Birthday week, I can celebrate with Bang.
There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's delicious. I actually have because I went to GNC and bought like a pallet of Bang like the week of, what's up, Russ? Like the week of the cleanse, and I didn't realize it was going to happen. And so I have a whole bunch, and they're like just chilling in my fridge. I'll probably drink them one day.
Right?
Say goodbye to one.
Russ got one.
Congratulations.
I'm a winner for
Hi, Cryo.
Thank you. It's not done yet.
He's over here having conversation, I guess, telling people like, hey, come, either come and get one, or I guess
I just said text in the word freeze, and then he's like, I'm coming in now. I'm like, okay. He said freeze.
Well, we're live on Facebook, and we're live on YouTube.
Gotcha.
And
nice.
So everything is
cool.
Everything is live.
Everything is live.
Everything.
I'm glad Russ won, because whenever he's like, I'm a winner with KHEA Radio, because we're literally the station that gives away everything, including a car. At one point, we're going to give away a car. Yes. But nobody knows who we are.
Yes.
They're like, what's your station? Well,
because we haven't been around. It's like we're talking about it. Like people have asked, like, what's the name of your station? Like, 97.9 The Box, 94.5 The Buzz. Like we're at this point, we're KHE. Yeah, but we're pretty new. So like obviously since like November, but
you do videography too, right?
This is this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation, man. Need to get a video done. So I follow a lot of motivational people, man. I love inspiring people. I love keeping it positive, right? And follow The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And they just released a new TV series called The Titan Games. Have you seen that?
No.
So it hasn't came out yet. It's called The Titan Games. It's going to be on NBC. And they teamed up with the creators of American Ninja Warrior and some other show kind of like that. What they're going to do is they're going to have 6 Titans, I think male and female, and every week you can compete against the Titans to take their spot. And you have to submit, it's a long application. You have to submit some photos, and you have to submit like a 2 to 3 minute video based on some criteria that won. So I've been trying to find a videographer that say, hey, look, I'll help you with a video and submit that thing, man. I'm super pumped up about that.
Kurt,
that's how pumped I am.
To do your video.
Mariota? Is it?
So yeah, man, we need to talk because I want to get that done.
The Titans GIF, like you specifically, like we're looking for that GIF of Marcus Mariota.
No, I just said Titans GIF.
Okay. Dude, The Rock is awesome.
He is,
I like
man.
The Rock.
He's a heck of a guy. If you read his story, man, he's had a lot of failures in life that have led to his success.
Mm-hmm. With iCryo, so Reality of Wrestling over here in Tech City is Booker T's promotion.
Yeah.
We do a lot of stuff with the promotion and
Mhm.
wrestling as much as we can. And so those guys, because they go through literally beating each other up,
Intense.
throwing each other around,
Yeah.
and beating themselves up sometimes, but they swear by
Oh yeah,
cryotherapy.
big time, man. It's getting a lot more spike. I mean, a lot of athletes are using it right now, and I think it's when it hit the States, Nike was one of the first big organizations to get a hold of cryotherapy, and obviously Nike's all sports dominant, right? So it went straight to sports recovery, but it was actually created in '78 for medical treatment for rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia, so inflammation, right? And we made its way to the States a few decades later, and we transitioned, and we're like, no, it's for athletes. But I'm like, no, it's got way more benefits to it than just an athletic recovery.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes I guess things are around and it's not really common. I mean, it's becoming more commonly accepted because I could see somebody like, oh, that's weird. I'm not going to try that.
It's funny when people do try it though. And that is just like me. I got hooked.
Yeah.
And it was something that you don't realize how bad you feel until you understand how good you can feel.
Yeah.
And man, I remember the first couple weeks I did my first few cryo sessions. I was actively I was training for my next powerlifting show, and I was usually in massive pain. And to be pain free for me was just unheard of. And to not have any pain after a couple weeks of doing cryo, I was like, wow, this is real. Yeah.
So Donna said, hey, she's watching.
What's up, Donna?
And Josh said we should be 99.5 to give.
I like that.
Josh, what size shirt do you wear? Because we're going to come see you later. We have, what size is this? We have a small.
He's not a small. And I think we still have a bunch of women's shirts left. They're really kind of cool. They say,
Curt, that'll look good on you.
Installing.
Shoot, can you? That is an awesome shirt. I'm just trying to imagine. I just pictured you like trying to fit in that thing.
It's an extra large, but that is.
Well, it's a ladies extra large, so. And that doesn't even look that big. Maybe it's because you're holding it up.
Oh, those shirts run smaller for sure.
Yeah.
The women's, they run pretty small.
The fleece size, my biceps would be like. Maybe that's what
This dude, see, Curt. This is what Curt thinks he looks like. He thinks he looks like you, because sometimes he'll be sitting over there and he's like, I just look down at him. He's like looking at his arm like this. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like,
I got my flex on.
He's like, look at that line. Look at that shadow. I'm like, that's literally like.
It's the.
Over there. Let me show this guy.
There's a bicep there.
Look and it looks like because our lighting is terrible in here.
You can see the bump.
Flex it.
That is. Look, you can see it right there. It's about the same size as his.
Yeah, he might have me beat.
I might have him beat.
I need to get back in the gym.
All right, let's go on. We got 5 seconds. Let's do it. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have a guest in studio. We hung out with Darcy during the 9 o'clock hour. It's talking about all the things that are happening in Texas City. Right now, we're hanging out with Kyle, who operates and runs iCryo in League City, right? How's it going?
It's going well this morning, man.
Where is your location at?
So we actually have several locations. Our home office, our home headquarters is in League City, Texas, right off of 96 and 270. We have a location out in Sugar Land, Texas, downtown in the Houston Heights district, and then also in Shadow Creek over in Pearland. And then if you are in upstate New York, we have a couple locations in New York as well.
That's awesome. That's cool. Let's
New
go.
York?
Let's go.
How do you go from Texas to New York?
Hey, they live in the cold, man, so they bleed this stuff.
Yeah. You're already cold. Feel like just step outside and then get even colder. Man, I don't know. So cryotherapy, can you kind of give us a little bit of a background on what is cryotherapy if somebody does not know?
So cryotherapy is basically a non-invasive treatment that we do to reduce the inflammation of the body. Most people don't understand, but roughly 90% of the problems you deal with on a daily basis is internal inflammation. If we can control the inflammation, we've just solved your problem for the day, whether it's the headache, the migraine, the back pain, the joints, the aches, the pains, anything that you're relating a physical problem to, we can treat that with cryotherapy.
That's awesome. So we're getting a little bit of feedback on our Facebook live feed. If y'all have any questions for Kyle, any questions about eye cryotherapy, please let us know. You can also send us a text, 346-704-1806. So somebody is suggesting that Curt and Kyle should arm wrestle, because Curt is he's been flexing in the background of our video, just talking about how good his bicep looks.
Well, most people don't know, but man, we called Curt to get the design for that shirt. That's actually his arm on that shirt.
Oh man, you know what?
Exactly like it.
That does look familiar. Curt would get an eye cryo tattoo if you continue to tell people that. Curt would be like, I would get an eye cryo tattoo. I don't even care.
Right across here?
Yeah, you would. You'd be like,
brand ambassador.
Yeah,
Ooh.
man, he would. He's talked about getting a KHEA tattoo.
I said if we can get to 10,000 Facebook likes, I would get a KHEA tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I would let Gardy decide, like draw it and design it.
Oh,
I would
like
do
that.
it. I just want to do the I would do the tattoo. That's what I want. I would probably pay $10,000 to be able to do that. I would dig in deep. That ink's never coming out.
Right now we're doing a fundraiser tomorrow for Children's Oasis Foundation, where we're hopefully going to get $1,000 for that birthday celebration that we're doing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a school that's in Dickinson that only accepts and services and operates that it has kids that are on the autism spectrum.
Yeah.
And so it's local kids, and that's what they do. And it's really cool. This is their first year, and so we are loving everything that they're about.
That's
So
awesome, man.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Right now it's 10:21. We're hanging out with Kyle, and we've also been hanging out on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, you need to create an account real quick and go like KHEA Radio. You can go like iCryo Leak City. Is that how they would find it?
Yeah. If you go on Facebook, you just type in iCryo League City and it should populate from there.
Awesome. We were also talking a little bit about other stuff that you have going on. So you walked in, and I was like, this guy looks like he's about to, he could potentially power slam me and Curt at the same time. He's either, aspiring professional wrestler. He is either
you could be a wrestler.
a secret.
Let's get him on with Booker T.
Yeah,
He kind of looks like Booker T. In a way.
I see it. No, I see the what's his name?
Without the tan.
Oh man, I'll think of the wrestler's name in a bit.
Rex?
No,
I get
Randy Orton. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
get
was
him
gonna
all the
say.
time.
Randy Orton from out of
Yep.
RKO out of nowhere. Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen when we walked in. And I was like, okay, this is what Curt would look like if he had his life together. If it was this Curt, if he knew how to diet and exercise. If you wonder,
like cheese.
So you have a lot of stuff going on. You have a cool background. You want to share a little bit about your background, how you found cryotherapy, and then what you have going on now.
Yeah, so it's quite fascinating. I've always been into health and wellness. Ever since I can remember. Sports, I've always been really active, whether it's pee-wee, football and baseball, all the way up to college. And I wanted to be a professional athlete. My goal was to be a professional football player. But after my first year in college playing football, my coach kind of sat me down. I was like, hey, Kyle, you're really into these workouts. You're really into the training. I think you have something in the fitness industry, not really football, And so I took a step back and I reevaluated my goals in life. I came back here to Houston because I was playing in Oklahoma and pursued an exercise science degree. And I was just completely fascinated the way the body operates. It's, I was telling you earlier, we're the only living thing on the planet that we spend a third of our life in a recovery mode, aka sleep, right? You spend a third of your day sleeping. So it's fascinating how the body takes so much into recovery. They're actually already calling the decade of 2020 to 2030 the decade of recovery.
Wow.
More people are focusing on how to recover throughout the day activities than the actual activity itself. So I started to look at that and I analyzed things from a PT, a personal physical therapy standpoint. And it was actually awarded back in 2015 the most rewarding fields in America. And it's because you're watching people get better every single day. And that's a rewarding sensation, right? And so pursuing a PT background, I was going for my doctorate level in that and to become a licensed physical therapist. I found cryotherapy back in 2013. I was fortunate enough to be one of the very first groups to find out about cryotherapy. It hit the States in 2010. So just a few years later, I was able to grab it. And my entrepreneur mindset just kind of kicked in. And I'm like, this is going to be a business. This is going to revolutionize the way that we do life.
That's cool. I don't think a lot of people realize that recovery happens when you sleep.
Right.
Like how important rest is. I would say an average person that's trying to like lose weight or maybe get in shape, they're like, hey, if I do this every day, this is what I'm going to do. You know, they don't get enough sleep. And like, I guess that recovery is important. And do we know why? Why is it important?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're trying to build muscle, when you're working out, you're actually ripping apart muscle. People don't realize that. So you're shredding apart, for an aggressive terminology, you're shredding apart the muscle fibers. And to duplicate those and to multiply the muscle, you actually have to recover. If you don't recover, you're just steadily breaking down muscle tissue. So the sleep, the recovery, drinking your amino acids, the building blocks to building muscles is crucial. If you're not recovering, you're not building, you're just steadily going backwards.
Yeah, that's one of the things, like, I have a hard time with, like, when I work out, which is, once every blue moon. No, I used to work out a lot earlier in the year.
Yeah. He did.
I did. But one of the things that was really tough for me was my leg muscles. I felt like I needed like 4 or 5 days to get my muscles where I could walk again, or like it hurt. It was physical pain that I was in. My calf muscles would be sore. It was almost like a pain chart. Is that because of poor recovery time, or just because I'm a pansy?
Well, no, yeah. So
a little bit of both.
It's very interesting. So you say that, and yes, it's poor recovery time, but why is it poor recovery time? It's the one part of your body you literally use every single day. You're walking around on your legs, so it never has rest. The only time you rest your legs is when you're sleeping. So I tell people, look, to get optimal sleep is more crucial than just a physical component to recovery, but that's actually where you recover mentally as well. Sleep is directly correlated to all types of things. I mean, if you're having headaches and migraines during the day, it may not be a problem that you're actually having. It could be the lack of sleep that you had.
How much sleep should somebody be getting?
That's also a tricky one too, because hitting REM sleep is also different than just sitting there and resting, right?
Yeah.
And so you want to make sure you're hitting true REM sleep. The couple things to really know if you're doing that or not: are you dreaming? Dreaming is your unconscious or your subconscious unlocking, and it's basically showing you that you're hitting that true REM sleep. Are you dreaming in color? Are they vivid dreams? Can you remember them the next day? Those are signs that you're having real quality sleep.
I've seen that there are like apps and like different things you can put under your pillow and maybe like cycle stuff. Have you ever heard of any of those to see to monitor your sleep? I don't know how. That's still new to me.
It's actually pretty cool. I used to be real big into Fitbits, having the Fitbits, and they're actually getting really in tune with those things now. And I'd wear it when I sleep, and it was relatively close. Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's cool. I feel like the rest with the legs is important, Kurt. What are you thinking?
I think so.
Also, whenever you start working out a muscle in a different way, man, that first week is like
the worst.
It's rough.
It's almost like with anything. Just starting is the hardest part, and then continuing, and then you make it a habit, eventually a lifestyle, hopefully.
So October 1, I think we're starting with a local gym called Tribe Fitness, a challenge. It's like a 6-week challenge potentially. I'm scared.
I want to do it. I want to do a challenge with this guy. That's what I want to look like. I want to look like Kyle. I don't know.
I just put on here on our Facebook page that I will actually arm wrestle.
You can't even beat me.
If we get to 15 people watching at a time, we will arm wrestle, and then I will win, because I have brought the lightning.
I love it.
And I have brought the thunder.
Here we go.
Lightning.
This is Kurt's midlife 30-year crisis. His birthday's tomorrow. Happy early midlife 30th birthday. Yeah, the delusions is strong with this guy.
No, it's not. It's going to happen. It's going to go down. I just bought my Hellcat the other day from Ron Carter, man. And now I'm going to, jump in and do some arm wrestling. So we have to get 15 people watching at a time. We're only at 5 right now, but we got to get to 15 people, and then I'll arm wrestle, and then we'll see who the true champ is.
Oh, okay. I guess we will. Kurt is calling out and making promises, and
I don't make promises I don't keep.
What do you think, Kyle? What are you thinking right now?
I'm telling you what, man. If he can beat me in arm wrestling, we got a good guy over here. I tell you that.
Yeah. So you have some stuff that you're training for currently. Yeah. What's going on with that?
Man, so I used to be really big. I'm a very competitive person, just competitive in life in general. I'm always interested in growing. I'm my own defeater, right? So I want to make sure that I'm defeating myself from the day before. And I've competed in powerlifting for 6 years. I won 2 gold medals nationally, and then I transitioned from more lifting heavy because I wanted to save my joints as I got older, and I started to do bodybuilding, physique.
Yeah.
So more tuned into nutrition. It's actually about 90% food. The workouts are just to maintain, right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm currently competing as a professional athlete in bodybuilding right now in physique. And I actually have 2 shows coming up in November. So I'll be competing in Worlds and then in the Mr. Atlas.
So while training, what does the average day of food look like for you?
Oh, man. So I usually have about 7 meals a day. All the meals are smaller portions. So I always like to correlate your body like a machine. You want to finely tune that machine, but you don't want to overconsume. So especially in Texas, we eat crazy. I mean, you go to Kelly's Country Cooking, you're getting this huge plate it's just falling off, right?
Right.
Well, realistically, that's like 7 meals right there. You split everything in the smaller portions. I'm really big on making sure we got carbs and a good amount of fats and protein. I think so many people limit themselves during a contest prep and they deprive their body of certain things. Look, your body needs things. It needs everything from a complex nutrient standpoint. And I'm never going to deprive myself.
That's interesting. You even said, was it glucose level? There were some levels that they monitor. So what is that about?
So my previous coach actually was really in tune with blood glucose. So basically the sugar levels in your body. Your body will do insulin spikes and respond accordingly. Your pancreas, there's a lot of organs that trigger and send responses through the body off of sugar levels. So after every meal, about an hour after every meal, after it's digested, I would prick my finger and I would do a blood glucose rating to see what it was at, and I would submit those. He would actually cater my meals based off of how my body was responding. Every single person was born individually designed, right? Nobody is the same. I like to correlate nutrition like a fingerprint, right? You're unique. Your nutrition should be unique too. So a cookie cutter diet is not going to work for everybody. You have to tune into the way your body responds to things and feed it what it needs.
Kurt, what do you think? Do you think you could ever potentially train to compete in any kind of competition? Would you be willing to try? It's about diet.
What about
Would I have to wear a swimsuit? Like taking my shirt off might scare everybody in the room.
You look more like a Speedo guy.
But at the end of, I feel like at the end of the training session, you would be Kurt. If you were jacked, I feel like you would just be like, "Shirt, nah, I'm good." That's just the kind of guy you
It's
are.
a waste of money.
Who needs a shirt?
Would I have to do
Then he
the
rips it
entire
off.
show without my shirt on?
But
I
no,
would need a tan and maybe a back wax. too.
Yeah.
Oh, the tans are crucial. Wow. So
why is the tanning so important?
So darker complexion, you can see striations in the muscle better.
Okay.
So it's it was actually mind blowing when I did my first show. I remember 6 months prior, somebody was trying to get me to do the show, and I'm like, I will never step on stage and do that. That is not me, right?
Yeah.
6 months later, I'm on stage, right?
Like doing the flexes and
Exactly.
the training in the mirror.
And
Oh
it's,
yeah.
it was a lot harder than I thought. I mean, people think the posing is easy.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Literally, the posing sessions and posing on stage is 1,000 times harder than I thought.
Yeah.
It was mind blowing. Yeah.
There's an art to it, I suppose, and those guys are like smiling and like making those faces.
Oh,
and
I'm
a lot.
telling you, it's a lot.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot that goes into
Yeah.
it. I think I asked my wife, like, whenever we first got married, it's like, hey, would you ever care if I trained? And she's like, yes, you cannot do that. And I was like, what? Why? She's watching right now, and she.
Put a
What do you-
gross emoji.
Whenever you were talking about your back wax, that's what she was talking about. Oh man!
But honestly, man, any form of competition, it doesn't matter what you're doing. A Tough Mudder, a Spartan run. Competition's great. I mean, people need to compete. I think challenging yourself with other people and groups of people, teams, a community. That's what it really provides. When you have competition, whether it's CrossFit, doesn't matter what it is. It's a community. It's that family environment. It's almost like the church. You provide that community. When you can lock arms with like-minded individuals, amazing things can happen.
And reach your goals together.
That's right.
Pretty much. So we're talking to Kyle from iCryo in League City. So I guess as a, physique competitor in bodybuilding, and we talked about like professional wrestlers and some other stuff. Can all of these people and like who can benefit from cryotherapy?
I get that all the time, and the answer is everybody. So there's not a person on this planet that doesn't have some form of inflammation in their body. Cryotherapy is directly correlated to treating the inflammation. So every single person that walks the planet is a
Mhm.
candidate to do cryotherapy and is a candidate to benefit from it.
That's cool. So I guess one of your people, your employees, is Libby.
Yeah, she's our center manager over at League City.
That's cool. So Libby is actually the person who won a skydiving giveaway that we did. Yeah.
Insane. That's not me.
Yeah.
That's not
I
me.
jumped.
Kurt's like, I got you there.
I got you there. Just the slight little trash talking over here. Getting in your head a little bit. I jumped out of an airplane. Bringing the thunder and the lightning. Let's go.
Yeah. So Libby, she reached out to us, and it's really cool how the connection happened. She was just like, hey, I won. We're like, congratulations. Here's how you get what you need to do. And we're just like, well, what do you do? And it came across. She's like, hey, well, I work here. And we're like, that's awesome. Let's do something.
Yeah,
Let's
it
do
was
something.
just by chance. It's like, hey, and I also know Donna's one of my really good friends.
Nice.
And so it was kind of a weird connection where like everything came together and we were like, hey, we should go check this out. What is the iCryo machines like when you step in?
So
it's like freezing
Yeah,
cold.
it's a little intimidating to begin with, to be honest. I remember my first treatment, six or so years ago, and it was kind of intimidating. One, because they say about 4% of the world actually enjoys the cold. So when somebody tells me, "Oh, I'm not going to do that. I hate the cold," I said, "Welcome to the 7 other billion people that don't like cold." Right.
Right.
So realistically, look, nobody likes the cold, but you like to feel good, right? You don't do cardio because you love it. You do it for the after effect of that you're going to be a healthy person. So to me, I can do 3 minutes of anything, which is the awesome thing about cryotherapy. It's so short. 3 minutes. I mean, that's the quickest treatment of anything you'll ever do. If you think about massage, if you think about lashes, doing your nails, whatever type of accessory thing you do on a daily basis, cryotherapy is by far the cheapest form, and to me is going to be the most effective on timing.
Yeah, the benefit to time ratio there.
Yeah.
It kind of a lot of benefit, a little time. I wonder if it feels like when you're in there, that 3 minutes feels like I've been in here for how long?
Forever.
You see, you're watching the clock and it's like going backwards.
We used to have, so years ago, we had a clock to show people, and it just got bad. People were watching it, they were counting down the seconds, and like, oh, we got to take the clock down. But it's weird because we correlate cold to ice, like a bone chilling cold, right? But cryotherapy is a dry cold. It's a completely different experience. And look, you're not locked in the chamber. We don't force your entire body in there. Everything from the neck down is engulfed in the cryo sauna. The head up is completely out, so you can see, you can breathe, everything is fine. And honestly, if you want to come out after 60 seconds, we can turn the machine off, pull you out.
Wow.
Yeah.
How cold does it get?
So we actually do a skin temperature reading. That's how we know how cold to take you. Everybody's skin is a little bit different. If you have more sensitive skin, we don't take you as cold. If you have really tough skin, it's going to take you down a little bit colder. So the quote unquote hottest temperature in the machine is about -160 Fahrenheit. We can get it down to about -265, -270 Fahrenheit.
I can't even I'm trying to fathom that in my head, and I literally cannot. I can't. I have no idea.
It's literally the coldest place on Earth
to get away from the cold.
So that's the cold, like you said, the coldest place would be like in a cryo chamber.
Cryo sauna. Yeah, you can't. I mean, I think the record coldest day in the world was like -120 or something somewhere. Wow. So yeah, literally the coldest place on Earth. And I always tell people, man, come chill with us.
That's pretty good. It's 10:37. We're talking to Kyle from iCryo League City. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Earlier, I was kind of mentioning about things being, common. And I feel like cryotherapy, this form of treatment, is becoming more common and more accepted.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like pictures and hearing about someone like Michael Jackson, or like, oh, they sleep in like a cryo something chamber. Or there's other people. And then I think that kind of gave it like a, I don't know, it was probably something totally different.
Like
but
the Walt Disney, he's frozen for
life. And is that, man, freeze me at the end for science and wake me up in 100 years.
I'm good.
Can that work?
Oh yeah.
Can that really work?
Let's try it. I feel like we have the technology.
That's what they say, man. There's a lot of people that have done cryogenic freezing. So maybe one day they'll get it. I don't know. That's crazy to me to even think about. Has it ever worked
where they're like, okay, we'll freeze you for a little bit and then like check in like an hour?
I don't think it works.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's worked. But if the technology gets there, Kurt, I'll tell them that you're willing to try.
Right.
There you go. I will. So the other cool thing about cryotherapy is it's not just the full body. You also, I've seen like Donna's done some of the the face stuff.
Yeah. So we actually have I call it the little brother to the big machine. And we
Mhm.
have a smaller machine which uses the same liquid nitrogen function, but it ports out to a hose, so we can actually do a spot treatment on the body. We can spot treat like an elbow or a lower back, just a pinpointed treatment, or we can do a cryofacial.
It's with cold? With
Yeah.
cold? Okay.
Which is actually pretty awesome. The cryofacials are a huge hit. Honestly, a little bit more for men than women. When you think of the word facial, you think beauty,
Right.
which it does have some anti-aging qualities to it. But think about guys, the stress that we have. Most stressful jobs are consumed by males.
Mhm.
Plant work or anything, construction, all those things. And think about the neck tension, the headaches, the migraines that you get from that. The cryofacials are amazing.
You know, that pretty much described me, but that's just the stuff I get from having to hang out with Curt all day. It's like I have the most stressful job in the world. I don't do anything physical, but just talking to Kurt's like giving himself a stress
Give him
massage.
my-
Or something.
It's so good.
Are you okay?
Wait,
Are you all right?
Is this weird?
Wow, a little bit, yeah.
Woosah.
We were almost to 15, and now we're dropped down to 4.
After
just
you
lost
were like
everyone
going,
by
As
me
soon
going
as you
like this.
started touching your face.
Oh.
man. So we do have some shirts. Y'all were awesome and sent us some other shirts. We've been giving them away. We gave some away to the winner of the Bonnie's Donut Challenge. We might have kept some for ourselves.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Rep it.
You know, so we have some other ones. And what do the shirts say? What does that one say?
This
So
one
we
says-
actually, that was one of our first ones we created. It's installing recovery, and it has like a little loading bar.
Yeah,
They estimate wait time 3 minutes. It's a cryo session. It's 3 minutes.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I
Our
like that.
our executive marketing director Chase came up with those. They're really awesome.
And here's a hoodie that we have in studio. Train, cryo, eat, repeat, I cryo. That's a hoodie.
right.
It's a size small. We also have this other one. This is where Curt was
Yeah,
A model, right?
Kurt came in and we did a drawing of his arm.
so it has Kurt's giant bicep on it. It says train harder, recover faster. And then it has an
I
arm.
gotta get the light right.
Y'all see it? Does that look the same? Pretty much the exact same. Gotta
Oh,
get
look,
the light
we
right.
did
Look
some
at that.
we did
Look
some
at that.
filtering.
Look at the light. I mean, you can't even see this other side of the arm.
It's a little Instagram magic.
What?
A little Instagram
We
magic.
Photoshop everything live on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if you want to win one of these T-shirts, we already gave one away. All you have to do is text us the word freeze to 346-704-1806.
Again,
346-704-1806.
one more time.
346-704-1806. Type it in your phone, store it in
Just
there.
need to save that number.
Man, put it on your radio, like right next to the radio,
Yeah.
like on a post-it or something. Then you always have it there.
Yeah, it should definitely be on your favorites list.
Yeah.
Favorite. Oh, it's not on my favorites list.
I just remember it.
346.
Yeah. It took us a while to remember that number.
How many of
It's a
y'all
random
also
number.
really want to see us arm wrestle?
I do. I want to see y'all arm wrestle real bad.
Because it's not even gotten close to 15. You guys got to share this out, like it. You got to hit the heart emoji every time Gardy talks. Hit the angry react. Whatever you guys need to do. That just drives attention.
Hey,
to
there's
our
some
stuff.
angries. I wasn't even talking. Maybe it's a little delayed. But yeah, I'm having fun. I could talk about fitness all the time. I want to look like Kyle one day. That's my goal. And I guess I just need to follow a plan. Like if somebody was interested in like, hey, what do you do? Like where do you find out that information? Like to eat right, like build a plan and work out and do whatever. Cause I don't know.
There's tons of information out there. I always tell people, and this is what I did, in my early years, is do some due diligence yourself. Find some research online. Don't believe everything you see and read, but see if things start to match up. And then I always tell people, connect with a fitness professional in your area, and not just one. Interview them personally, right? Yeah, go to 3 or 4 or 5 different ones and see what each one believes in and see who you match up with. To be honest, all diets work. So when people tell me, hey, does this diet work? Yes, it will. But what are your results? What are you trying to get out of it?
Yeah.
And really, if you stick to something, anything's going to work, but find out what works best for you.
I thought the thing that you had mentioned earlier that was interesting, because I've seen that before, like the online fitness coaches, the people that, they build custom plans, and I've seen them, on social media, and they post results, and it's like, hey, this is a client I had 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 12, whatever kind of thing they sign up for. And there's results. And I mean, those people have to be dedicated and do everything. But how difficult is that to work with somebody who's in California?
It really is. That's something you have to be dedicated to. I don't recommend online coaching to people at all. If you're really trying to meet a health goal and you're really concerned about something personal, you have to meet up with somebody in person. Right. I'm a big face-to-face person. I like to sit down. I used to train clients all the time, and I'd spend time with them, get to know them, because look, I may feed you a meal plan, but you may be intolerant to some of the things that I'm putting on your meal plan. You may have, you may be taking medication I don't know about. You could have some ailments that you're dealing with that I don't know about. Online coaching is not going to dig into that criteria. You have to really get to know the person. And I think the finding somebody in your community, somebody you can meet up with and get eye to eye with, to me, that's what you should be doing.
So you do that? Do you train people?
I used to.
So you don't do that anymore right now?
Yeah.
I cry. Like, come on.
Would you do it for like maybe me and Kurt? Like, no. Just let us shadow you in the gym. Like as you do that, and we'll just like peek over and like take a picture of your.
You would be one of those people that is like want to just sit there and just watch.
Yeah, and I'm watching that like at the gym, and I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And then you just like,
it's actually pretty cool. I encourage people, if you're listening right now, if you listen to this later, the reason why I tell you to go with 3 or 4 or 5 different coaches and train with them, remember the training styles. So right now I train myself, and it's because I've had 6 or 7 different coaches over the years that have different types of training, and I remembered their training. I paid for it for 3 or 4 months, and I really ingrained in how they trained, what they focused on, what the goal was of that workout, and I remembered it. And that's the way I train now. I incorporate a little bit of everybody's style.
That's cool. And then I guess you kind of find what you like and what works for you. That's cool. I've trained with a couple people, and it was more, I guess, like cardio based. And for me, I was like, man, I want to bulk up. I want to bulk, so I was like, okay, I don't know. And I didn't really, I guess, relate those goals, but I learned basics, and I have fun. I probably just don't get enough sleep. And that's important.
That's the big one. I mean, a lot of people don't get enough sleep. And to be honest, my biggest issue with getting the sleep is my brain is constantly going. I cannot shut this thing off.
Yeah. I guess same with us. I mean, a lot of people, everybody's busy. That's why it's awesome that we have, cell phones we can work from 24/7. And then you have an idea. Kurt texts me like 12:30, and then I'm like, Kurt, I'm trying to sleep. Leave me alone. I'll see you in like literally like 5 hours. Just stop. Can it wait?
Nope. The weird part. So this week I'm sleeping on my couch. It's so much different sleeping on the couch versus like in a bed. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
You probably don't feel rested, do you?
No.
Just sleep on the floor.
That's why I got my Bang energy drink.
Yeah.
Right.
Here, just to get up and ready to go.
Pepping up. Yeah.
There was a point in my life where I was more comfortable sleeping on the floor. So when I was a musician, and so I travel and do stuff at some points, when you're not like a famous band, you just sleep where you sleep.
Yeah.
And I just had like a blanket in my backpack. Chilling. And like everybody, I'm just like, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Then,
Can we talk a little bit about some of the packages that you guys offer? We can't talk about prices, but what are some of the packages that you have that we could potentially, like if we wanted to go into iCryo, could get?
So that's the main thing. We preach convenience and we preach professionalism, but most of all, we preach affordability. To be honest, we wanted the masses to be able to have this. When cryotherapy first came out, it was very expensive. A lot of the packages were, hundreds of dollars. Sometimes there was commas in these packages, right? It was expensive. And I knew I wanted the low-income families, the middle-income families, along with the high-income families to be able to enjoy this service. So we actually operate under what we call a pass holder program. So just like you would have a pass at a theme park and you enjoy all the benefits of being a pass holder, that's what we have. It's not a membership model. It's not something you're contractually obligated to for a long period of time. We want to make it convenient. And in doing that, we came out with what we called a 3-tiered pricing program. So we have our lowest membership is $29 a month. A mid-phase membership is around $99 a month, and then we have the all-inclusive membership, which is the $199 a month. So it encompasses whatever price point you're trying to meet, right? To me, a $29 a month membership somewhere, that's easy. Anybody can afford that, right? We want to cater to the masses here, and to be honest, cryotherapy is such an amazing, beneficial treatment. Everybody should be doing it.
Yeah.
What is in that tier, that $29 tier?
So we give you, it's actually really cool. We give you one cryotherapy session for that month, and then any other service inside of our center, doesn't matter what it is 50% off. So it's kind of that benefit of having a pass and saying, hey, I'm no longer paying a retail price. I can now get 50% off of anything that I do in here.
What do you recommend for using the iCryo? How often should you be doing it?
So I always tell people the first 30 days to really embody what you can get from cryotherapy, do it as often as you can. Do it as much as you possibly can, because to be honest, it's a therapy. So cryotherapy, which means if it's done correctly and it's done assisted over an extended period of time, you're going to get more benefits. After that 30-day trial of doing it as much as possible, you're going to figure out how many times you can actually do it in a day, because we're very busy, right? Maybe you can only squeeze it in 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe you find that this is something that you really need. Maybe you're dealing with a severe case of fibromyalgia and this is controlling your inflammation and you're no longer having flare-ups and you want to do it every single day.
So most people could safely do it every day.
Yeah. We have a lot of people that literally come every day. It's something that it's honestly unexplainable. When you can see and witness the stories of some of these people, the testimonials. I always tell people, look, don't take it from me. Go inside our center, meet some of our guests, some of our pass holders, and hear their stories. It's really moving.
That's cool. Curt, you willing to try it?
I'm willing to try anything one time. Second time, nah.
Really?
Maybe if I like it, if I
You'd be
enjoy it.
surprised.
I'm a little worried that if I do it one time, I'm gonna fall in love with it.
Right?
And have to be like,
That's
just take my money, take all of it.
Here it
Just
is.
go.
I don't even need it anymore.
Just jump.
Just I'll live in here. Just like 24. I don't have my apartment anymore.
I'm now just living this chamber, this cold
Yeah.
chamber.
Whenever he did the skydiving afterwards, he was like, had that feeling, like an emotional pump and all that stuff. And I feel like you could potentially get that because negative, a couple hundred degrees. Like, where else are you going to get that? Nowhere on Earth.
You're gonna have to jump in the chamber at iCryo.
Literally jump
in.
Yes, we need to go.
We're going later this week.
What day?
Not later this month. I think it's.
I don't know. We'll let people know. Maybe we can have people meet us there if they want to go check it out or see what's up. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now it's 10:51. We have a couple minutes left. We're hanging out with Kyle. Kyle, can you kind of give us the information, where to find information on social media and where people can just learn about you?
Yeah, most definitely. So you can go to our Instagram page. It's if you type in iCryo, it'll actually populate all of our locations and you can see the one that's closest to you. If you go to Facebook, you can also just type in iCryo and all of our locations should pop up from there. If you're anywhere in the Houston area, we should be able to service you and meet your needs. A direct cell phone to our League City Center is going to be 832-905-2962. Give us a call anytime.
All right.
One more time. What's that number?
832-905-2962.
And Curt, he's typing that in very slowly
I got
into the Facebook stream so you can call and find out more information, like the hours, the exact area. I know where it is. It's over next to, is that LA Fitness?
Yeah, LA Fitness on 96 and 270.
What else is over there? Isn't there another couple like shops and stuff?
Yeah, we're right next to us. It's a smoothie shop.
I think Goodwill's there, like a donation.
It is
a donation
right next
drop.
to Goodwill.
Yeah.
I had a hard time, so I stopped by there the other day.
The smoothie shop?
No, iCryo.
Okay.
I went in and just took a look. You're also redesigning a little bit.
We are. So we came out with that first location. Our 3-year anniversary here is in 2 weeks. We now, if you go to our Shadow Creek location in Pearland, it's our national look. It's a brand new model. We've revamped the entire inside. And so we basically told ourselves, hey, we got to remodel our flagship location to look like it, right? So yeah, we're in the current of a remodel. Should be done within the next few months.
So this was a place that started in League City.
Yep,
Like League City was the first, and it's just gone national.
That's right. Yeah, it's the first location. We're talking to 2 groups that want to buy 11 states across the United States. And
wow.
Our goal is to have about 250 locations within the next 36 months.
So can we have a station here inside of our radio station?
Hey, I'll pull up a machine right here, man.
Every day, free iCryo.
That's right.
How about this? Before they come on the radio station, like any guests that we have,
Cryo
they have
session.
to walk through the cryo.
Right?
That'd be.
We're just gonna make this
fun.
a cryo room.
There you go.
The whole room would just be nice and
chill.
Ooh.
Hey, free advertising for you.
Right?
Free
Hey,
cryo
come
for
on
us.
into the iCryo radio station booth where you will freeze.
I like
it could
that.
be the freeze. 99.5.
The freeze. Broadcasting live from the iCryo
Cryo
studio.
studio.
Yeah.
I like that,
I'm
man. That's
feeling
got
that.
a good ring.
Yeah.
The freeze.
It's 10:54. Couple minutes left. Still, we're hanging out. If you have any questions, if you want a free shirt, let us know. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. I think we need to have the arm wrestling go down, Kurt. We just need to have it. Maybe that'll be like off the air.
They have to, off the air, because we didn't get close to 15. Y'all didn't do enough job. For the first time ever, I don't think we've ever had someone when we say, like, hey, get us to this number. They've never done that. This might be the first
They're
time.
asleep.
They're asleep.
Yeah.
Most of our usual listeners aren't here. So
I don't know.
where, it's kind of confusing.
They're fired.
They're fired.
We need new ones.
Cannot listen anymore. No, we love you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being a part of KHEA Radio. Hey, we're really excited because one of the things that we're doing is we're showing up in a couple of weeks. iCryo. We're going to do some video stuff there, do some Facebook Lives, show off some of this stuff there. And we're really excited to come and see.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the stuff that y'all could work on for the Titan and the Rock and all that stuff.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
going to be cool.
Can we get you on there? I think we can.
Oh, I'm
It's just
telling
the right
you.
Video,
oh, I'm
right?
ready. I'm usually not like a determined person on getting like on a reality type show, but this is fitness. This is mental strength. This is physical strength. This is just challenging all qualities of what makes a person a person.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. So yeah.
Have you ever done any of the American Ninja Warrior style training
I
and
haven't.
stuff?
I have not.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I have a son, he's 5, and whenever he saw it for the first time, he like transformed the living room into an American Ninja Warrior set, just jumping around. So he had to stop watching it.
Right.
That's a cool show. You've watched it
Yeah,
before?
I've watched it.
Yeah, those people, they're athletes for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
tough.
aggressive.
So we
I'm-
are visiting on the 24th at noon, iCryo. So we'll be
Okay.
there on the 24th. Maybe if you guys are watching and you're like, hey, I want to go learn about it too, come join us on the 24th at noon.
Maybe we'll make an event,
Make an event.
bring some
Yeah,
friends out.
that's
Bring
next
some friends
Monday.
out.
Yeah.
Next Monday. It's soon.
It's Monday?
Monday.
Yeah.
That's sneaking up.
It's coming up quick.
We always do. We think of like these ideas, like whenever we're like, hey, we could promote this for, and then we look at it's like 3 days.
that was-
Let's
yeah.
go. We can run this for 3 days. Okay, we're kind of run out of time, but man, you're listening
Come
to
get your
KHEA.
lunch at iCryo.
You can listen to us from anywhere in the world at khearadio.com. We stream live on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, you're going back later. Make sure you subscribe to this video. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you're liking KHEA Radio. Make sure you go like iCryo. They're popping up all over. Like 250. That's the goal. And how
That's
long?
the goal. In about 3 years, we want to have 250 sold. Yeah.
That's cool. What does it take to do that?
It's a lot. So creating a franchise model, number one, is
And that's
insanely expensive.
What you've done and are doing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So almost like you would have a McDonald's or Jimmy John's or a Massage Envy. It's under a franchise model. So number one, it takes a long time, documentation wise, to go across all 50 states. But number two, it's insanely expensive.
Yeah.
You
Kurt.
guys can do it.
Oh, we're ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt, you gonna buy one?
I'm gonna. We're gonna have this whole studio ready to go.
Yeah. It's
New owner.
Just sign here. Just sign here.
Sign my life away.
Yeah. So we went to Ron Carter the other day and we were doing some stuff with them. But Kurt, yeah, he got in the Hellcat and
I drove away with it.
yeah, that's what he was
They're
trying to
still
do.
on the look for it, but they're never gonna.
Oh,
find it.
they're beasts.
Yeah.
707 horsepower.
Oh, it'll dust my car. Yeah, that's solid.
We're trying to give away a vehicle. Trying to give away an
Yeah,
entire
we've been
car.
going to these like car dealers and like setting up meetings and they
Yeah.
don't really know why we're there. That's what we're asking for.
Tell you what, you beat me in arm wrestling, I'll give away my Z06.
There you go. Kurt's gonna be like 2 hands, like Gardy, come on, man.
Gardy, help me with this. Help me so that we can give away this vehicle. Hey, you can always get another one.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I've had fun. I love talking about fitness. I love talking about, man, we had Bronco burritos brought in. What else do we have going on today? We have
Today
some more
we're
stuff.
going to, what's that restaurant in Lake City?
It's called
I'll let you
Pierogi
say
Queen.
it.
Pierogi Queen. It's Polish food.
Polish
Nice.
food.
Yeah.
Polish food, and we're going to be doing some filming there because we're going to be giving away some gift cards.
I
with
think at
them.
3:00. So if y'all want to come out, come out.
And then at 4 o'clock or 4:30 or so, we're going over to Legacy Collision, which is in Hitchcock. It's a brand new place that's opening up. It does car repair, and it's owned by 2 females. It's one of the very
Oh, wow.
few shops in the nation that is owned by 2 females. So they're opening
Yeah.
up today.
Yeah, you don't really see that much. And so whenever we heard about that, we're
Mhm.
like, hey, we should go check that out. It's
Yeah.
really
In
cool.
our backyard.
Yeah, we support, I mean, everybody, but especially a brand new business popping up. we want to go out and show people what they have going on.
So we'll be there this afternoon. We got a busy afternoon. It's always busy here at the radio station.
Yeah. And then, so tomorrow is Friday, which is Kurt's birthday. And Kurt's mom's going to be in studio. She's in town from Nebraska.
I haven't seen her in 2 years.
Yes.
I remember now why. I mean, wait, what? I love my mom. I love my mom for sure.
Wow. Is Dustin coming in from Smoking D's?
Dustin from Smoking D's Barbecue Fusion will be in studio. So we're gonna have the Mac
Barbecue
Dilla.
sounds so good.
Oh, have you ever had the Mac Dilla?
No.
Listen, we can't tell you about it because it's gonna ruin your completely
All
diet.
right, yeah, let's wait for that one.
It's brisket inside of a case. It's inside of a quesadilla, brisket, mac and cheese, and it's drizzled with like a nice little sauce.
Come on,
like a Chipotle ranch or something.
That's not legal.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is
So
good.
good.
Right now, it's 11 o'clock. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We had iCryo and we had Kyle in doing some cool stuff here in the community. So we're going to be out at iCryo on Monday at 12 o'clock. So if y'all are available to hop in, hang out with us, let us know. We're going to be posting more about that later. And we have a busy day today. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 8:30.
Yes, we love you guys. Thank you guys for listening to 99.5 FM, The Give, or The Free, or The Taco. We still haven't decided yet.
Yeah, the taco. Kyle, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, it was good to be here, guys. Love connecting with people.
Awesome. All right, this is KTA 99.5 FM. All right,
Solid.
Facebook. We'll see y'all later.
Wait, they were like, hey, what about the arm wrestling?
Are y'all gonna do
Oh,
it?
wait, bye, guys.
Let's do it on.
You
We'll
wanna
do it Monday.
Do it Monday. Yeah, tune back in on Monday. Since y'all didn't get to 15,
We gotta keep
we
them
can't
guessing.
we can't reward bad behavior.
We gotta keep
I'll
them
squeeze
guessing.
into it small if I have to.
All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Tomorrow first, and then on Monday. Bye.